the beginning of the Twitch VOD right there.
Nice.
Oh, question, DM.
Mm-hmm.
Like, will you tell us when we're able to go, like, watch the streams that won't unveil something secret?
No.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I mean, it'll usually be after an arc is over. So, like, when I tell you, you guys completed an arc and get, like, bonus XP and stuff. So, let me... Because I've got this on, like, I'm recording on one monitor, so my other monitor is jam-packed full of random crap.
You're recording right now?
Yeah. I'm broadcasting. Hopefully Twitch will record it. I don't have the hard drive space to be recording this stuff on my own. So... when we last left off... actually, you know what? Good exercise is have you guys sum up the adventure so far, this arc so far.
Previously on Dragon Ball Z.
Elf sex.
We're rapidly speeding towards old man elf sex, and I've been waiting for this for like 2-3 fucking weeks. I'm ready.
Even though you're not participating in it?
No, yeah, I'll be the voyeur. I'll watch from a good safe distance. Long story short, we're chasing rocks, and it's all about to pay off in the best way ever.
And I'm sitting off to the side to decapitate the man at climax.
I like ghosts.
I'm sorry, climax of the adventure?
Please no necrophilia.
I think we all know what he means.
Anywho, so previously
Anyway.
on, you guys had finished up a nice little performance at the tavern, and kind of looking for work here to supplement your income, because you're getting your room and board for free, but you guys have been drinking the place out of house and home, so you got a big bar tab. And you heard about some a mysterious theft down at the docks, and that theft led to the next day another, and the next day another, and the next day a grave robbery. And the thing that tied them all together were different elements: the sound of rushing water, the sound of crumbling rock, the flames. A guard was killed, burned to death.
We're chasing the last airbender.
And eventually, there's just enough clues. You're able to talk to the dead and get just enough clues so that the chief of the watch, the Lady Castellan, could identify the person responsible. And he is Yosh the Fire Master, one of the Master Alchemists. And so you've gone to the Alchemist Academy to research and figure out where in the world is he. You're one step ahead of the guard. They're still organizing. They're going to go a full raid on this place. So you guys are sort of rushing against the clock here to see if you can figure out where he went and find him, stop him before the guard does. Presumably to get the glory, and possibly even to be rewarded for solving this crime on your own. And you got to the academy, and you slowly smooth talked your way in. And you're talking with this not bursar. What's the word I'm thinking of?
Motherfucker.
Someone in college who's in charge of anyway. So you're talking to this guy, and he
Headmaster?
No, not quite headmaster. I'm thinking more
Custodian?
No, it's tied to old academia. Don't worry about it. He has been very begrudgingly kind of let you into this, into Yosh's office at all. And he's kind of stopped you from rummaging around and messing with papers. He said, no, you're here just to deliver a note. And I'll write it, put it on his desk, and then you will please leave. And the last thing that happened on the last session was Lenzone tried to seduce this man.
And it worked.
And he said, maybe not you, but if I could have a word with your elven friend.
And then Careless Whisper started playing.
Which is Tim.
Me.
Mm-hmm. So, Lenzone, what are you going to say to Timthral to convince him to go talk to this old man in private?
Timthral, my pal, you always know how you were talking about how lonely you were on these cold, adventurous nights. I found you a friend.
I like friends.
Hang on,
Not
hang
this
on, pal.
kind.
You're gonna want to. This is strictly PG-13. What do you say, pal? Take one for the team, preferably across the face.
Maybe on the back.
You know,
God.
details. We're getting ahead of ourselves.
We've long passed PG-13.
Yeah, this is like the fucking worst Lord of the Rings thing ever.
Keep the raunchiness to a at best PG-13.
I think we're like in the AL rating now.
Yeah.
Look, motherfucker, we all know I'm played by Seth Rogen. Come on, take one for the team. Take two for the team even. We need this lead.
Hang on.
He must ponder it.
Yeah, I don't know if that means hang on as and let me figure out something with my character, or hang on, let me go let the dog out.
He's gone for the rest of the campaign.
Yeah,
Just
just
disintegrates.
leaves. Just walks out the door and sneaks away.
To this day,
Just-
he tells the story of that time he got pressured into elf sex.
Just trying to find if I can have anything in my moves I can use.
Oh my god!
Good for 5
Written
minutes.
all
I can't
his
think of that
moves down.
word.
I'm gonna publish a book one day.
I take it there's no well-equipped lab in the area.
Well, this is the Alchemist College, so this section here, this huge open front section, is one big student lab. And these are probably the second wealthiest and most knowledgeable alchemists in the world.
Do I have the ability to sneak off and make a quick potion or not?
I would say not without convincing someone to unlock it for you, because the whole this is basically college at night, so most of this place is locked down.
Alright, yeah.
It's like the cleaning staff would have the key, and you're certain this person would have the key.
Tell him it's an aphrodisiac.
Bursar was the word I was thinking of. Bursar.
I love that my token's the only one with a name under it, as per usual.
I have a name under mine.
No, they all have names.
Can we only see our own names?
Yep.
Well, fuck you, I didn't know that.
Really?
I can only see.
I didn't know shit about fuck, my guy.
Oh,
I have an idea.
I can change it.
I can only see health bars on Timthral and the person next to Timthral. I can see.
That'd
things-
be me.
Also, I'm still at 15 of 22 health. I got my shit rocked.
Good job. Since you got
I've become immortal.
Who's the green guy with or the brown guy with the green shit? Who's Ashbell?
That's
Hi.
Ashbell.
That's Ashbell.
Hi,
That's Jiff, you know.
that's Ashbell.
You know Jiff. Jiffy. Jiffy Lube.
He's a
Why have you got your
very
hands up?
person.
Dang it! Every single person. Ears.
So, my elven friend, I'd like to give you something to help you out.
Is it a tub of lube?
It's me.
Nah, it's something that when ingested will knock the person completely out or
Excellent.
paralyze them.
Excellent.
Or was this the kill one?
Now we're getting into the morally horrifying portion of the evening.
This is like
Look.
some really pitch black Shadowrun shit, kids.
Look, no. You give it to him beforehand, that way he passes out, and you don't need to sleep with him.
I thought it was the other way around. He takes it so he doesn't have to remember it.
Holy shit.
That works too.
Let's move on before this gets any darker.
This is the one episode you had to record, Friar.
Yeah, I had to record this so that it would be used later in a court of law.
I'd like to go on record saying I was against the drugging and sexing.
At this point, I would like to assert my Fifth Amendment rights. So yeah, you guys, usher Tim over and goes, have a talk with this fellow. He would like to meet you. And the bursar sort of ushers you into the hallway here to talk some more.
In the hallway? How lurid.
And while he's in the hallway, what are you guys going to do? We'll get back to the conversation in the hallway. But first, what are you guys doing in this office?
I'm going to light a smoke.
I'm gonna check out what's on his desk.
There's a stack of, I want to say, 40 papers.
I would like to once again assert that I cannot read.
I sit down and start going through the papers.
And there's also the paper written in Heltish that caught Ashbell's eye last time.
Snipe that shit first, homies.
Okay, Gresslin, give me an intelligence roll. And also, what languages do you have?
I believe is one of the Yums, whatever we're speaking right now, and cat.
Dude, can I learn cat?
Oh. You find a paper that seems to be like writing down directions. It's like you start at this point of the west wall, and you go down the street 2 blocks on a right, and down the street 2 blocks on a left, and then over 3 blocks, and blah blah blah. And you're like, this is it. This has to be it. Unfortunately, when everybody else looks at it, they'll say, that's the direction to the chicken restaurant. Yeah, the best fried chicken in the whole city. But that is not where he's hiding his loot.
Eibhlin is so super excited about this chicken discovery.
And don't forget to mark XP for that.
I'm all about chicken, homie.
You notice there's a barbecue sauce thumbprint on it as well.
I look it.
Fucking, of course we forgot to feed the cat.
Yeah, it's like, hey guys, look, he sealed it in his own blood.
His blood tastes like hickory smoke.
Delicious.
I'm a necromancer, I know these things.
I lust for human blood now.
Okay, Ashbell, give me an intelligence roll.
Okay.
To look over and try to decipher this Heltish text.
Heltish skeltish.
We're doing great tonight.
It's
Like you can't quite.
It's nice, eh?
It's very kind of written in a complex meter, like some sort of poem, but you can't quite figure out. Like it seems all gobbledygook and abstract, and you're like, no idea what the hell it is.
It's iambic.
Goddamn poets.
It's iambic quatrain somehow.
Somehow, some way.
Non-Euclidean meter.
Non-Euclidean
Non-Euclidean
center.
pentameter. There we go. Pentameter.
There we go.
I have that thing saved too.
I'm sorry, what?
I have that thing that you gave me too saved.
I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean, exactly?
Yes.
Oh.
In case anyone needs it down the road.
Oh, right, yes. Compendium class? Mm. So, since there's just 2 more of you left in the room, I want each of you to give me intelligence checks, which is Lenzone and Sana.
This should be fun. Neither of us can read.
Well, Sana learned last time.
I can.
Yes, in just the last session you learned to read. I'm gonna somebody like if this were Vegas, ask for a change of dice.
Exactly, no shit. 5, 5, 4. Come on, Sana. Wow us with those reading skills, girl.
Next one's just going to be a 12.
Two!
Holy God.
All right, everybody
Holy
mark
shit.
XP.
Cha-ching.
So meanwhile, in the hallway, the bursar is, striking up a general conversation, and he pulls out a little black book and opens it and says, "Now, please forgive me if this is too personal or forward, but I have so many questions about your people. We have so little information about the elves."
Smack his butt.
And he starts, asking questions like, are you from an Andrel or Bira? And, how did you grow up? And what profession did your parents have? And in Elven society, how do they treat outlaws? And all these questions. And do you have any questions for him? Maybe as a quid pro quo? Or did you wander off and I'm not looking at the Discord?
Is Tim dead?
No.
Okay.
I'll be Tim for you.
No, it's
I was a Tiefling. I was raised by dwarves.
I remember that one session where I kept bringing things up and Tim had typed that he'll be right back in the Discord, and I never saw it. So that's why I ask every time. No, but if you have any questions for him, you're pretty sure you could get an honest answer out of him, because it's just by saying, quid pro quo, I'll tell you the answer to this if you answer me this other question.
The power of boners is not to be underestimated.
You can also tell fairly easily that he has no sexual interest in you. It's purely academic.
Don't ruin my fun!
Who wants my
I've waited
brain?
2 weeks for this, Friar!
Constitution roll
Daddy
versus
needs
blue
his
balls.
fix. Daddy needs his fix.
Constitution roll versus blue balls.
Let's both say our same jokes at each other until one of us laughs.
Can I talk to the...
What were we after this guy for again?
Like stealing a number of things around town, important jewels, or you never did find out what the second one was. Y'all never did go and ask. The third one was actually stealing bodies from the graveyard.
Wait, what? I thought we were looking for a aquamarine gem or something.
That was the first thing stolen, yeah. And then that
What?
theft led to other similar thefts.
Did I miss a week?
Yes.
Why am I having sex with an old man?
The question of the night!
He wins.
Back it in, boys! Oh, man.
Just this guy, whenever Lenzone tried to seduce him, he was saying, that he has no interest, blah blah. But if you could introduce me to your elf friend, and like that's why he's so fascinated by elves and wants to know all this information. And right now you're trying to look for where Yash is hiding all this stuff, or where he may be hiding out.
Well, I'll ask the old man if he wants to go on a quiet walk then.
Yeah, you guys are kind of wandering the halls right now. It's very quiet. I mean, there are beds, in one corner you can see on this map, but really that's servants' quarters.
Welcome back.
Really, that's more servants' quarters because most of the students sleep in one of the other buildings on campus.
Well, I'll start down the line of questioning then. Has he noticed anything go missing lately?
Missing? No, I don't think so. Although if you're asking for Master Yash, he does have quite a few books checked out of the library.
Any idea where we might find Master Yosh?
Well, up until now, he's lived here on campus grounds, but lately he's been making all sorts of trips outside the walls, just to the west of here. Maybe he's built a cabin.
He has a mistress now.
So you been acting out of sorts?
Well, that's no, but then again, Master Yosh was quite the eccentric, even amongst us alchemists.
Well,
And as you guys are walking, you get through this time, he's been asking questions back to you, and want to learn more about the elves. And you guys have kind of walked all the way down to the back here, where you're beginning to hear this sound like howling wind. And there was no cloud in the sky all day. Kind of as you're close to these windows right here, and as you look out, you notice that the trees in the background, the trees a little far off in the woods outside, you can just see the tips of the pines peeking over the walls. They're not moving. But the apple trees that are nearby, the specialized alchemist orchard, they are just shaking back and forth like they're being battered by two different winds. This horrible howling sound. And
We're all gonna die.
it gets higher and higher pitched, you noticed. It takes no breaks like a normal wind. But like a storm wind, it's just going and going and going until the glass shatters in front of you. Give me a dexterity roll. Get out of the way. You're able to dive out of the way and kind of, I guess, put your cloak up as the shards of glass go firing at you. But you take a few cuts. You take 2 points of damage off that. Just these tiny little shards of glass being thrown into you. It's not pleasant, but it's not going to kill you. The Bursar, on the other hand, seems to have been pierced by a very large piece of this leaded glass that is stuck, let's say, in his shoulder, maybe millimeters from his throat. And he's bleeding. He's not bleeding out. You can pretty much tell that there's not a gout of blood, but he is bleeding.
I can cauterize that for you.
You have to kiss him to feel better.
And by now, the rest of you hear this horrible wind. Like, you hear glass shattering in the distance, and then this wind just shoots down the hallway. It's blowing open doors left and right, and it finally gets into the room you're in, blows open the door, and the papers just go wild.
So,
Brief BRB.
the wind elemental guy has showed up. Since we've seen earth, water, and fire. Have we seen air? I don't know.
No,
what was
that's
that?
correct.
Yeah, we've seen that dust one.
Well, we've been to the crime of the scene of crime for earth, water, and fire.
the cream of the century.
Yes, cream of the crop. Oh yeah.
So is this wind elemental heading down towards the rest of the group? Is it?
Well, you don't see a wind elemental. Right now, it's just this horrible wind. You do notice that this is a much stronger breeze, much stronger force than that wind elemental you fought.
Get the water. Get
I
lots of
think
water.
it's time to bug out, team.
Yep. Leave it to the cops. We shouldn't have been here anyway. Yeah. Escape. Where do I go?
So is everybody else down there?
Yeah, if you guys want to move your tokens down there. I'll move this
Down where?
red marker out of the way. Where the red marker is now. Feel free to shrink those down and zoom in if you want.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Okay, everybody's getting their tokens.
How do I
over
shrink
in
it
the
down?
Academy. I don't know if you can, actually. Good enough.
Tiny cat.
And so, Tim, are you going to do anything about the bleeding bursar lying next to you?
Yes,
Just apply basic first aid, I suppose. Tear a strip of.
Do you have any bandages in your inventory?
Well, I've got adventuring gear.
Yeah, the way that works is, I think you have 7 uses or 5.
5
And-
uses.
Yeah. Basically, you can reach in and pull out anything you want within reason, any mundane item, and that marks off a use.
Okay,
Schrodinger's
so
items, in a way.
I will grab a Schrodinger's bandage.
All right, you reach and pull a bandage.
So
out.
either will or will not cover the wound.
It does or does not exist until you go looking for it. But
Actually, scratch that. I'll just tear a strip off his cloak or whatever. he's wearing.
you don't want to waste the bandage.
Ooh,
No.
You're gonna take off his clothes?
Now I see why he didn't want. I can't. Never mind.
Yeah, Lenzone goes out in the hallway and goes, "Wow, I didn't realize this is what it was like to have sex with an elf."
Man, this is really in depth.
Yeah, you guys come around the side, and your hair is all frazzled, and you can see the robe of the bursar is ripped.
Also, there's a stab wound. Damn.
So, are you moving him anywhere? Are you taking the bursar anywhere? Or are you kind of just leaving him there now that he's been bandaged up?
And now I'll drag him along with me.
Is the office in considerable chaos right now?
Yasha's office?
Oh, okay, we're in Yasha's house then.
Yeah.
Or are we in the office?
No, you're in Yasha's office right now.
Okay. Can I grab that paper that had words on it that I can read?
Yeah, you still had it in your hands. I'll say,
Okay.
like everything else has been just completely blown into a cyclone of papers.
Okay, I'm gonna put it in my pocket and
Paper
mess with
ghost.
my items.
Be right back.
So as you come around the corner here, a particularly sharp whistle of wind sounds, and you can hear wood begin to splinter and crack.
Well, that's no good.
I think this town has an elemental problem.
And you can
I think
see
this
that
town needs a
A
some.
Ghostbuster.
an enema.
No, what are those things you take for? Well, that as well. For an antacid or something.
This town's in need of an antacid.
Makes note: antacid elemental. Just Pepto-Bismol as an elemental. So this
This town is constipated, and I'm the diuretic.
you can see around the corner that this door here is this white door. This white mark is a door here. Is beginning to split and crack.
Let's not go near the splitting and cracking door and head down this way.
Okay, and those of you in the office, do you run out when this wind happens, or where are you? Or are you still trying to catch papers out of the air and decode them? That goes to everybody else in the party.
What happened to me?
Are you guys down here in his office? When you hear the bursts of wind knock open the door, do you run out into the hallway, or are you still trying to catch papers out of the air?
I'll go into the hallway.
Okay.
I'm going to go into the hallway because I think she's too small to catch papers.
Okay. And sort of as you're out in the hallway, you see, Timthral come through here with the bursar over, sort of arm over one shoulder, helping him walk. And of course, I assume you relate that the door is cracking open, that the entrance is being forced open.
Team, we got to get the fuck out.
Who are you saying that to? Because I feel like we're in different parts of the building.
Team,
No,
we got to get the fuck out.
Yeah, you're down like one long school hallway. So if you shouted, the sound would carry.
Just shout, "Yo, bitch!"
We're out. How high are we?
This is a ground floor building.
And can I jump out the window?
Sure.
Let's do that.
You'll have to bust through it, and this is not sugar glass like they have in movies. This is old school medieval leaded glass, so it'll, you got to bust through it, but there's a good chance a big chunk of it could come off and cut you.
Can I use handcrafted to melt it?
You have to fight it.
You know what? I'm going to say yeah. Since your hands are basically, you can turn your hands into the heat of a forge and work metal. Yeah, you could probably, heat up this glass and deform it.
Okay, let's do that. It doesn't have a roll. I just do it.
Mm-hmm. You want to describe that?
I'm going to put my hands at the center until it gets sufficiently gooey, and then sort of mold a hole into it. Like, when I get my hands through, sort of just like mold a hole in it so we can fit through.
That sounds insane.
Oh, yes, it is. And then wait for it to cool, I guess. Or the wind will cool it.
Yeah. It's like supernatural pottery.
That's how I was born.
Yeah, so there's a hole in the window now. You guys can jump through if you want.
Window jumping time. Woo! I'm first.
Pirate can test it.
The pirate test.
I somehow hop through the window.
I'm carrying my cat friend.
Yay!
Yeah, it would definitely be cooled by this unnatural storm that's happening around you.
Okay, I'm going to jump after them, because they haven't screamed in pain yet.
I'm not dead yet, so I think it's safe.
Okay, so everyone but Timthral and the Bursar are outside. And if you want to get the Bursar through that window, you're going to have to carry him or throw him.
Or both.
It's on you, Tim.
Pass him to your bulky friends.
AKA Lenzone.
Throw.
Who you calling bulky, bitch?
Actually, quite frankly, you could probably hand him out the window like a baby.
Like a little
I'm back.
Babel.
Like your beautiful bride.
Yes!
Like a mosh pit.
Who's back?
Will.
Shady's back. Tell a friend.
Oh. Jump out the window.
I am back. Here's the end.
Okay, jump out the window that I just broke.
Nice.
So, yeah, I mean, once, if you know to pass him to everybody else, then definitely you can pass him through there with no trouble, no checks. He gets down on his feet safely. And, pretty much the opposite end of this storm. You do notice that just to the left was a door out.
We're taking the magician's way out, okay?
And
Doors are for losers.
BRB, you gotta fix something.
And so now you can, if you want to try to get out of here, or you can go around to the other side of this building and investigate what is, what's trying to break through the door.
Yeah, we'll sneak up on its back.
Send in the cat.
Yeah.
I mean, in theory, you could try to get up to the high ground and peek over if you want to sneak up on them.
The thing is, if it attacks the cat, then the cat's gonna be in hot water.
Can we not just throw the cat up on the roof?
Is it a hot tin roof?
It is neither of those things, but it's windy, you're wearing robes, and you can surely throw the cat. It's whether the cat will land safely is the question.
Cats always land safely.
She get the XP,
Question.
or I get the XP if I fail?
How tall's the roof? Hello?
Sorry, just thinking. I want to say...
Remember, cats have a built-in accelerometer known as the tail.
I want to say the gutters are 8-9 feet, and the height of the roof is, say, 15.
Okay. I have an idea. I'll use my sword as a ladder for you.
I mean, totally fine with you guys just laying the cat on the roof.
I'm like a 6-foot elf that's only 2 feet above my head to the gutter.
Is it possible for me to use fire to turn myself into a fox rocket?
Not right now. I think there is a power you get later that would let you do that. Right now, it would just be... It would not be focused enough. It would just be blasting fire at your feet.
So, sorry guys, I just wanted to try something. It didn't work. To this day, the grass is still burnt there.
And, Grassline, what plan involving putting the cat on the roof do you like best?
I also like the throwing one because it's a better mental image in my head. It's more funny to me. So who wants to throw a cat?
Who has the biggest strength?
I have strength 16.
Me too. Doesn't Dylan have a big strength?
I think.
He's gone though.
And 16 is pretty good. So here's how we're going to do this. You will make a strength roll, but basically you're going to be looking to help. Looking to help out on Grasslam's dexterity roll to grab onto the roof. It's like the higher up you can get, that's good. Get a nice perch on there, or the more dead on you can get. A nice perch and not a lob or anything like that. But it's going to be up to Grasslam's ability to hang on.
So, who wants to be the one to decide Grassland loses another life?
I shall throw the cat.
Don't worry, she has full HP right now.
It was a very bad throw.
I'll throw the cat.
Okay, we'll start with the strength throw. Oh, very nice.
Eibhlin's launched in space.
So you get it.
Ghost space cat.
Oh,
man. Our cat doesn't know how to land on things. Didn't we do this before?
Yes.
Even with the +1, that's just not going to make it.
Wait. No, I haven't done that yet. I can't increase your roll.
The cat breakers fall with its neck.
So what happens is you get the perfect arc on it, right? It's like should be able to hit that hit the edge of the roof, that center edge on top, and grab on. Unfortunately, the wind is so strong that it catches these long flowing clothes that the cat wears and carries her off.
Could we have a cat kite?
You'll have a cat kite for a little bit until she slams into the far fortress wall that protects the academy.
Ow.
You okay?
The academy.
You just see a little cat hobbling around.
You take 5 points of damage.
It's good. I'm good. Everything's good. Haven't seen Senpai yet.
You can see she's visibly shaking.
What was it that we were trying to get the cat on the roof for anyway?
sneak up on wind elemental?
And also, if you want to keep track on your character there in the token, yeah, there you go.
There we did. Does this count as the EXP point?
Yeah, you do get the point of XP for that. You definitely learned something.
Do I still have full HP? I can't remember from last time.
HP should be correct for everybody right now. So if you have any missing, then it should be on there. One quick little thing that I think will make play potentially quicker and easier to remember. If you click on your token, you know how you have the 3 numbers? Or the 3 circles?
Yes.
If you could put your armor in the blue circle for me, and your hit die in the green.
Damage die?
Yes, your damage die, sorry. I wandered into AD&E there for a second.
So D8.
Yeah, just it lets me look at a glance, make sure that everybody remembers to use up their armor and things like that. Yeah, so unfortunately, Grasshop's not going to be a help in sneaking up. But if anybody else wants to roll give me a dex roll to stealth their way around, or if anybody else wants to try to climb the roof.
Asa was our gnome, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm. The gnome with the jetpack boots.
Dang.
I'm going to have a go at sneaking around the corner.
Really quick, how do I format mine? Because my damage is D8, then a D2, and then add 2.
Technically, you can write all that down. It'll just get compressed. But once you, if you click on it again, it'll show it full size.
Okay, I see it.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be pretty for that. It's just it helps me remember, and hopefully it'll be a reminder to y'all in case you close your character sheet or forget where it is on the character sheet. I've noticed that I was forgetting constantly when I was setting up the monsters. Spoiler: there will be monsters later in the future, one day perhaps. And it really helped me to put their armor and their damage there. So, Tim, you're able to successfully sneak around. Who else is tagging along with Tim? With Timthral?
I wanted to get on the roof.
Your mic's dying again.
I thought you said you had a mic on the way.
Me?
Yeah, I thought didn't I offer to send you a mic of mine?
I do have a mic. It's just I keep trying to set it up and my computer doesn't recognize it.
Oh, okay.
Are there drivers you need to install?
It doesn't even acknowledge the headphone. Like the jacks, it doesn't acknowledge it.
Oh man.
I'm just gonna have to end up mailing you my USB one or something. Just for my own ears' sake, not out of charity, just because
Trust me, this is completely selfish action.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a strength roll. And anybody else who wants to try sneaking, go ahead and give me a dex roll now.
All of the party sneaks over.
Eibhlin still just hanging out by the wall.
I better not have missed kissing.
We killed him.
You missed a
What?
cat being flung off a roof.
We had a cat kite.
Damn it, that would have been the perfect time for me to teach that cat to be tough.
Would you have gone and jumped off the roof as well?
Hell yeah.
We threw Tim up. Not Tim. Dylan up.
No.
He also caught the wind.
Just throw me off everything.
Yeah, right now the party is sneaking around to see who's trying to break in the front door. You can try to sneak around with Tim and with Timthral and Ashbell, or you can try to get up on the roof, like Sana. Sorry, Sana, you need to roll a... no, I guess that's fine. That's fine. Never mind. It's a dex check either way, so go ahead and just give me a dex roll.
Oh, just give Me just give a dex roll or Sana?
You. Yeah, just go ahead and give me a dex roll, and while it's rolling, you can decide whether you want to be up on the roof or sneaking around the corner.
I'll go on the roof. Let's see what happens.
All right. Oh, by the way, we now have emotes in the Discord channel.
Teach me.
Damn right we do.
Thanks to Jeff and his tireless artwork. Wait, tireless artwork? Tireless work.
It's beautiful.
And so it looks like everybody succeeds. We got a couple people who, like, it looks like the folks on the roof, you know, you succeeded, but you succeeded at cost, which means that you have, when you're first getting up there, like let's say in the back corner, you knocked a shingle off. So this person probably be aware that a shingle fell off, but they may not know why. They may, you know,
It's the wind. Or
may not
something.
quite get it.
It's rats.
It's really large rats throwing shingles.
Let's see
Must
if I
be
can
rats.
copy and paste this.
It's the second biggest shingle throwing rat I've ever seen.
Anyone who happened to be watching along, I'm not even watching the stream chat, so I have no idea.
Are people talking in stream chat?
Oh, who knows?
Who fucking knows? It's just a fucking mystery over there. We've got like 100 people watching and cheering as we just like make fart noises.
I was just thinking that I just ruined the surprise for whoever's watching the chat. There's probably no one.
You brought up like a Google Chrome window that says "Big Bad that will kill fucking Lenzone dead."
Pretty much.
Me.
I may or may not have linked your Twitch to several Discord channels.
All right.
Fucking Snowden style leaking as we speak.
Look at this DM and this.
Dude, is that Quan Chi?
No. Unfortunately, I can't seem to do the zoom in on tokens. You know how I did that zoom in last time? So that's unfortunate. If you want to zoom in yourself, you know, alt scroll to look at the face, feel free. But you see a human, bald head, this sort of pleated, it's not the right word, but this sort of, you know, intricately knotted beard, wearing a red robe and covered in gold jewelry.
I want to stop and see his pleated beard.
I know that's not right. That can't be right.
What is that ninja face? I see two ninja faces.
It's because I'm sneaking successfully.
Am I? Like on Sana and Timthral.
Oh, yeah. You can just. They added that to their character apparently. It's one of
There was
the
no-
conditional markers you can add.
I added mine.
You see this this human, and he's, you know, holding in one hand a jar, what appears to be an empty jar, and in the other is pointed palm open at the door when is shooting out this lash of wind. I mean, you can see it's almost like cloud or steam. It's this grayish long tendril of air that leans back and then lashes out like a whip against the door, causing it to crack and splinter.
Why didn't you tell me they sold jars of wind?
I would have bought 6.
It would have been useful for a pirate.
Exactly, I can go super fast. It's like nitrous.
Nitrous for boats.
And he definitely
Boat nitrous.
has not noticed you guys, or at least has given no indication of him noticing you.
And we got a bucket of water they want to dump on him? Or I could just burn him.
I want to backstab him.
Piss on him.
And since, of course, you know, it's Dungeon World, so the initiative, whoever comes up with an idea first. Jeff, you spoke first about what to do. Did you have a plan with that, or were you just asking?
I was just sort of suggesting. I tend to do things like this.
Good job, asshole idiot. Idiot asshole.
Thank you.
I almost said idiot.
I'm all of those things.
And so, Will, Asana had the idea of backstabbing.
Yes.
Okay, give me them rolls. I assume you're jumping and backstabbing?
He's doing.
I'm pretty much from the roof and
Assassin's
mist.
Creed style.
I was thinking like just dropping out with the sword, trying to like pierce him from the head.
That's less of a backstab than what the title is.
That means like turbo murder.
His backstab is falling to the ground head first and stabbing him as he crosses by.
And I needed a 7 to 10 to hit. I can choose one of my things.
Okay.
I'd like to add an extra D6 to damage.
Please
Okay.
don't kill him.
Don't forget to roll
So-
your regular damage, and you can actually write that in if you're just typing it in. Like /roll, whatever your die is, plus 1d6.
Thank you. Give me a second.
Yeah, you might want to make a macro of that, just because it's something you'll use a lot. I'm sorry, what?
I didn't do that right, did I?
That's entirely the wrong. What the fuck?
Why are you
How'd you
putting
do
in
that?
3 different...
What in the shit?
I
You
have
opened the rift.
I have a base D8 damage,
Uh,
and thanks to Merciless, I do an extra D4,
oh, that's right.
and
That's
then
your fighter ability.
Backstab, I chose to do an extra
I
D6.
don't know how you got one out of all of those, though.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
roll each manual for this.
What's
So
that?
you're gonna roll each manually.
Uh,
The game just caught up now.
I don't... like.
That's the code.
What in the world
No.
were you doing?
I'm lost. Start over, William.
No, I got it. I understand
I'm
what you're
typing
doing.
in.
But like,
Okay. And then add 2. So I did.
what was the problem there?
I think I context problemed the
Did you-
top one.
Slash
Did you
roll
add that?
space 1d8 plus 1d6 plus 1d4, no spaces.
Oh, I didn't do the pluses.
Which one do you think it did?
Addition. How does it work?
I did 7 damage.
7.
Are you sure?
I got 5.
Oh, I only rolled twice. So hold on.
How'd you still get 7?
No, you rolled the 1 up there, and then you rolled a 3, and then you rolled another 1.
Oh, I see.
Unless that first one...
And,
no, that was
plus,
a d8, a d4,
I have a-
d6. Uh-huh.
I am so confused.
I have a +2 damage due to my sword.
I'm a roll for you, okay?
Really?
This
No,
this is
that's
the one episode you record.
It's like this every episode. I don't see any difference. So yeah, you get the +2 because of your sword. I forgot it was that powerful. I thought it was
Please
just a
don't kill
+1.
him.
In her defense, she's fucking backstabbing with like a Zweihander.
Oh sure,
From above.
yeah, absolutely.
He's cutting him in half.
Literally Dark Soulsing that
Yeah, I'm
shit.
about to say this is pretty Dark Souls.
The legend never dies.
Yep.
Okay. So you come down on top of him. Feel free to describe it. Except as you're swinging, you notice that your hits are striking something around him, and so your first hit gets that 1 point of damage, snags his shoulder a bit. All the other hits are striking some force that's surrounding him.
Since my weapon has forceful and messy, does that mean that like I knock him down or anything?
If you want to, knock him down, knock him sideways.
Since I'm coming
Knock
down
him
from
up,
above, I
knock him
think
up.
I'd like to pretty much knock him to the ground with it.
Already, and because you have the messy tag, if you so choose, you can hit that jar.
Sure.
Because messy means not only, like a bloody mess like Fallout, but it also means if you swing a sword, you could, like take out, in like standard fantasy video game style, like take out a support pillar, with your axe as you strike a guy, that sort of thing. It's a messy swing. So you knock him down to the ground.
It's a collateral damage kind of attack.
Yeah, you catch the jar, send it flying, So this tendril of air disappears, and he's on the ground, confused.
What the heck?
Morning or evening.
And then who's up next? And by this time, Eibhlin, you've made your way back about this time.
I'm gonna just peek to see what's going on outside.
That's like around the building, isn't it? Oh, okay, you went around.
Yeah, you see Sana standing over this human, sword drawn.
Is that a beard on that icon or a cannon sticking out of his jaw?
If you want to zoom in, you'll see it's a beard.
I'm assuming she's right over here on the map.
Sure, yeah.
She kind of creaks open the door, looks outside, and then slams it shut.
Well, it's actually kind of hard to open the door. You can see what's going on through the big cracks that have been opened, but the whole kind of door frame has been shook so hard that the hinges don't want to open right anymore.
Also, she's a cat, and that's probably heavy door.
Punch him in the dick.
Through the door.
Yeah, but there's definitely enough room. Like one of the boards of the door has been completely destroyed, and you can see out and see what's going on, and cast spells through that hole, through like a murder hole.
A ghost hole.
Oh my god, a ghost hole. I haven't seen one of those in years. I need a minute.
That's pure anime dialogue.
I was going for porn, but okay.
Sure, yeah, no, but that's like that was obvious. But then after that, I was like, wait a minute.
This feels like something I'd see in fucking anime. A ghost hole. One of those hasn't been opened in years.
There is a blow up.
Holy shit!
A blow up of the face so that you can get a better look at it there.
Good lord, he's ugly.
He's huge!
Why is he wearing a belt on his shoulder? Doesn't he know
That's the
that
guy
goes
from
around your...
Why
Disturbed.
I have to wear a belt on his beard.
Yeah.
He was huge!
You can see that he's carrying a little messenger bag as well.
He's stylish!
A haversack.
Listen here, Hot Topic. I'm gonna ruin your day.
I was the only one who survived this encounter. Everyone else was crushed.
Can I whip a bomb up?
First, sorry, Eibhlin, what were you going to do through the door?
I'm going to just continue to watch for now.
Okay, yeah. And Tim, what we'll do after this thing's over is that basically you'll need to kind of from now on, it's kind of like prepared spells, if you're familiar with that, where like at the beginning of play, you'll make up a set of potions and keep them on you.
Yep.
Yeah, but no, I think your power lets you whip up a grenade any time.
Yeah.
Okay. Especially because you're right next to the alchemist lab, so it's like they've got the shrubs that happen to have the like a black powder berry growing from it, and you can use that quickly to whip something up.
That berry sounds amazing and explosive.
Hey man, if I can stop mid combat in Skyrim and eat 15 cheese wheels, I can make a bomb.
I could do that in real life. No. So what are you going to do with this grenade? Because your buddy Sana is standing over this human.
That damn cat.
I mean, you can certainly stop and make it, and just don't light it.
Yeah, I'll prepare myself.
Okay. So who hasn't had a chance to go yet?
I guess I'm the last man standing on that.
It's a crappy bomb.
What about me?
Oh yeah, unfortunately. Go ahead and mark.
You don't count for shit.
Actually, before we do that, go ahead and mark XP. And while you're making this, it unfortunately, you get a little bit far into it. It's firecracker size before it explodes in your hand.
Yay.
Ow.
Phew.
And takes 3 damage from that. And it blackens your face comically, and
Your hand's missing.
Put it back.
3 damage less 1 armor?
Yeah.
I'm getting ouchied.
I'm sorry about you losing a hand, bitch.
At least he didn't die.
And
Just
you're,
some fingers.
you're definitely no longer sneaky.
But it's like he's been blackened though. He can hide in the shadows.
Only his palms.
The most stealthiest of hands.
Nobody can see.
Is that more appropriate? Or is that racially insensitive?
Well, it wasn't
Wait,
racially
what?
insensitive until you said it.
What did I miss?
Okay, so go ahead, Dylan.
I know I haven't gone.
Yeah,
Okay.
What is Lenzone
I'm on the
doing?
roof. I guess I'm gonna sidle my ass over there and just like join in the kerfuffle, whipping his ass from a running start on a rooftop with my bare hands. I have no idea what the fuck. I'm gonna like whirlwind DDT his ass from 20 feet up.
Well, you were a pirate, so you're kind of used to swinging from a boarding hook.
Very
Okay.
Errol Flynn. I'm gonna boarding hook his jawline. What do I roll for that?
Just make one of your normal attacks.
Strength it is.
Damn.
Cracking honkies left and right.
He died.
Okay, I don't know if you have like special qualifiers for that, if you're just making a straight attack.
I'm just making a regular attack.
Okay, then definitely go ahead and roll your damage. It's like he's
Damn! That's full damage.
so like he's got Sana standing over him and can't quite see where you were in the roof, and just all of a sudden sees you jump in midair and then come down hard. Your fist aimed squarely at his genitals. But your fist,
It's the RKO! Oh my god, the dick punch!
your fist smashes into this invisible field like punching glass.
My favorite.
Ow.
But here's the question. Did we destroy his dick?
No, he is unharmed.
You destroyed his wind
Okay.
dick, though.
I rolled maximum everything and he's unharmed?
My turn.
Unharmed.
Okay.
Fuck this boy, I'm gonna eat his ass!
It's obviously physical attacks do not work. Let's try some
I'd like-
fire.
I'd like to rethink what I just said.
Okay.
I don't
Good.
even remember.
Oh, trust me, that's why we're recording.
Okay. I would like to surround him with Zuko style.
Now remember, that's just manipulating flame. It's not necessarily a very powerful attack.
True, but if I can like superheat him and whatever shield he has, if I just use
I would like to note Sana is standing over him.
Sonny, you might want to get out of the way.
Can I get out of the way?
Yeah. If he calls out to you, you can absolutely jump back.
Okay, I'm gonna try rolling Zuko style, which requires wisdom.
Okay, make a wisdom roll.
Bust that flaming nut.
And Sana, as you jump back, he kind of does a weird spin kick and comes up on his feet.
No man has ever survived the flying dick punch.
It's a breakdancing kind of kick. You know what I mean?
Windmill kicks?
Breaking two.
Yes, I think. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. So this fire comes up from below him, and you're just trying to superheat him, right? You're not trying to.
Yeah.
Okay. And he looks down at it and looks back at you, and just starts laughing. Just this
That's
maniacal,
not scary at all.
dry mouth laugh.
He's just like surrounded in flames, a pillar of fire, and he's laughing.
And he extends his hands to either side and begins twirling in place until he is lifted up on a cyclone of pure fire.
Oh
and
man,
just takes off.
did I just make a fire tornado?
He's
Yes,
actually
you did.
Fuck up.
he's actually heading. If you look in the map at the top of the page, he is heading north from the building into the orchard.
Okay.
Not the orchard.
What?
Kind
Sorry, Graceland, you're breaking up real bad for some reason.
Grassland. I think
Grassland Rip.
Is this what it's like to be sucked into a black hole?
Grassland's a replicant.
Rip.
Okay. Grass, come back to us.
Stay away from the light.
Is this what it was like with me during the Mass Effect?
Hear me?
Grass?
Alright, I've been on the other side of that. Let's just give it a second for it to stabilize and she'll get all the fucking messages as she reconnects.
Yeah. Yeah, so stop spamming for a second and I'll just put one message here real quick. Just to let her know that we'll, continue on, and when she gets back she can do her action.
Yeah. So how about them their apples?
Yes, his testicles are apples.
Never speak to me again.
Wish I could.
Okay, so it's not like basically in relation to, like, you're kind of outside this building. In relation to the map of the larger campus, you're kind of at this corner.
Okay. We know physical attacks and fire attacks do not work.
Well,
Poppycock.
did do
We
a
just need to
single
hit him
point of
harder.
What?
What was that, Friar?
Sana was able to do some damage. You can see where he's been cut on the shoulder and bleeding.
Is it a catch him off guard kind of thing? No, because my dick punch caught him off guard.
I think it was like the first attack. Like I think he put up a shield.
Is it the back only?
We may have to wear him down.
Piss on him.
Throw him in water. You know water works against air.
Look, we're thinking about this all wrong. Even if he does have a shield, it does not stop impact. Meaning which, we just need to pound him into the ground until he's dead.
I'm sorry, I do not have that ability. We'll have to ask the pirate.
Ahoy, I'm good at pounding.
Stephen
Oh
Pye.
my.
Time to use my sword as a bat.
Yeah, you guys can easily catch up with him at this point, but you do notice that all along this path through this alchemical orchard, some of the trees are beginning to burn.
Sorry. Can I suppress the flames? I don't want to burn down their orchard.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a roll based off your spellcasting ability, which I believe is
Wisdom?
Wisdom or Constitution, one of the two.
It's burning. The attack one is Wisdom, but Zuko Salak, I think I'd use as Wisdom.
Okay.
Watch me fail this.
Did you roll that twice, or is that from something else?
From the first,
Oh, right.
him going up in flame.
Yeah, you can kind of reach out and smother the flames kind of as you go. But you're going to have to get real close and in the process take a little bit of damage.
I'm okay with it. How much damage?
Well, just a point. They just basically get a little singed on the way. Actually, no, that's right. I keep thinking you're immune to fire.
I want to be.
Grassland?
Can you talk?
Hello.
Hello?
You were
Yeah.
She's back.
She's back!
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on.
Lately my internet connection has been pretty weird. I keep on getting DNS errors.
I was worried maybe the streaming is messing with something since I'm technically hosting the call.
I think.
No, you're not actually hosting because aren't these all like literal servers?
Yeah, they are.
Really?
Yeah, legit.
There are servers you can, if you get a official, like, I forget the name, but if you become partnered with Discord, they give you like premium VoIP servers.
That's interesting. There must be ready-made virtual servers. But enough about server architecture. Grassland, what were you wanting to do there?
So I was asking what kind of orchard was it?
Well, you've probably, because you guys have been in the city for like a week, maybe two at this point. You've heard that they grow their own like special alchemical apples. Like they mess with DNA to create better apples that can be used in potions and things like that. It's like for some reason the apple, it grows kind of wild around this area, so they use that as a catch-all fruit.
I was about to say, is it kind of apples that explode?
Some might.
Can I take some apples? I like apples.
These are my kind of apples.
I'm going to try to follow him.
Yeah, I was saying that basically you're on the corner of this black square up there. If you scroll up to that fuller campus map, and you guys can easily follow along with him. He's moving at a good jog, let's say.
I get down on all fours and try to run after him.
Avoid the flames.
Yeah, you can easily catch up to him.
I'm assuming he's covered in fire, so that's a problem.
Well, it's like his waist down is engulfed in this fiery sort of tornado cyclone funnel cloud.
Oh man, is he a fire ghost now? I've done this twice. I've done this twice now.
A second, I just thought about something.
I did this with the air element. I cannot talk. The air elemental, and now the air elementalist.
Do I have to roll to identify what he is?
Yes. Give me an intelligence roll.
Because out of character, I think I might have figured out what he is. In character, she's a cat.
Well, a cat necromancer. I mean,
Necromancer. Meow.
Meow, meow, meow.
You have no clue. Yeah, unfortunately, this is just a case of, like, he seems to be, he used wind and he used fire, so he's some sort of mage. He uses magic. This is definitely magic. You know that when you see it. It's not some other sort of weird power or anything. But beyond that, you can't say.
I'm not sure he actually used fire, though. It could be, though. I think.
What I will say, because it... What? Oh. Is that since you guys have been hanging around, and when the Bursar was talking about this guy, they addressed him as Fire Master Yash. And he is one of the, obviously some sort of high-ranking professor.
Oh, this is Josh?
Yash like Yoshi without the eye.
I didn't
And a
realize
soft O.
this was Josh.
Mhm.
I thought it was just a random guy.
No, so this matches the description you've heard of, and description given by the dead guard's ghost in the graveyard. Of
So
Fire
using
Master
fire
Yash.
against him was not the best idea.
Can I at least ask this question? Is he human?
As far as you can tell, yes.
Shoot.
Alright, it's time to hoist this motherfucker's mizzen mast.
Try not to get burnt. I'm sorry.
Like I said, I think I have an idea of what he might be, but I can't say it.
Because otherwise we'll all be like, I roll to identify that he is in fact a yes.
He's a hidden furry, like me.
I was gonna say, you're not hidden, motherfucker. Wearing a blanket over your head doesn't count as hiding it.
Especially when you cut out holes for the ears.
Shh, they're necessary. It gets really uncomfortable.
Come on, be like me. Let your ears flap in the wind.
I has hat.
Oh yeah, you're a animal person too, but you're more like I wanted to be. You're like a anime person sort of thing. Know what I'm talking about?
I knew you wanted to be an anime, you filthy fuck!
Yeah. Kawaii desu.
There's a lot of things I want to be. An anime is not one of them.
You are an anime.
You're the most fucking anime character in this room.
That's
You're a
that's.
rabbit girl.
I knew you wanted to be an anime. You fucking fuck is going to be the subtitle for tonight's episode.
Damn right! Yes!
Okay, so who's up next? I think everybody has gone at least once, so we can keep going around the initiative tracker.
I'll take a crack at this motherfucker. So he's just a big old spinning turbine of flames and asshole, right?
Yeah, and the Cyclone of Flame is, I want to say, 12 feet high, and then he's about 3.5 feet
I'm
kind of
sorry.
above that.
Is there any, like, nearby water I could use in any way, shape, or form?
Not that you see. Like, you suspect there might be some in the buildings that people would use for alchemy and drinking and anything like that, but you don't see
Idea.
buckets laying around.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Are any of these plants succulents? Succulents.
Like you.
Succulent?
Succubus?
Are these plants succubi?
You mean succulent as the cactus or the apple?
Cactus.
It's the type of plant like cactus.
No, these are all apple trees.
Throw apples
They're
at 'em.
useless to us. Burn them.
Like, they intentionally look very strange, but you notice they are all apple trees.
Okay. I'm gonna start taking apples and throwing them at him.
Hold on, we didn't resolve Dylan's action.
God forbid, is there like a length of chain anywhere nearby?
Probably.
Could I feasibly use this chain to, like, whip it at his ass and try to pull his body down to ground level?
Just attach it to his ass.
Yeah, I mean, you're proficient with improvised weapons, so you can easily kind of whip a
Improvised
quick
axes.
chain lasso up.
Alright, and so would that be like a strength roll to drag his ass in?
That's going to be a dexterity roll because you gotta hook it
That's
around
true.
him first.
For sure.
Or I can do what I suggested in chat.
Whip it at his ass. I rolled a 7.
Yeah, it goes down around his shoulders, and the spell doesn't break. He's still floating in the air, but he is not moving forward anymore. You're holding him in place.
Well,
I'd
now
like to backstab again.
I've
I've got a flaming fucking chain balloon.
We got a pet fire master.
I take this
guess-
opportunity. I take this opportunity to backstab.
From the ground.
Run up the chain.
Oh, straight from behind.
Narrow to it.
Actually, yeah. You could run up the chain. Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
Are your arms going behind you like Naruto style?
No,
God.
I'm running with in proper Zweihander technique of one hand on the hilt, the other hand on the back of the blade.
Like
I'm running with proper Zweihander technique. One eye on the titty, one eye on the streets.
It's an 8. It still passes backstab.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and give me damage.
And for my bonus, I'd like to weaken his armor.
Okay.
It weakens his armor by 1 point.
Okay.
What the hell is wrong with my damage roll?
Well, for starters, it's a 1.
You get the other rolls on that? Okay, there you go. Like I said, if you want to create a macro for that.
I just cheat and click on the buttons on my fucking sheet.
I'm going to
Same.
take the first.
10 damage.
Well, the difference with his sheet is it doesn't have a place for like iterative attacks, so it just kind of defines. Actually, you may be able to do that if you type in under damage. 1d8 plus 1d6 plus 1d4 plus however your bonus is on top of that.
I'll give it a shot. Give me a sec.
I'm going to try that out and roll a test.
Yeah, I'm going to take your first d8.
Yeah. I just rolled d6 plus 2 on my sheet, and it worked.
Okay, good. I'm going to take that first d8, Will.
Okay.
Since you rolled 2 d8s.
You said 2.
The second one was just a check.
Okay. Again, you kind of run up this chain, and if you want to describe it, feel free. But at the end,
Really quick, I'm gonna test roll my macro.
okay. While you're doing that, I'll describe it real quick. You run up this chain, and it looks like it's gonna be badass, and the two-handed sword, and you bring it down on top of him, and trying to capitalize on the wound on his shoulder. But unfortunately, the attack hits that same feeling, that same force, and just bounces off.
Call him a bitch.
Glenn, what I need you to do is take the chain,
That works.
jump into the river over there, and just drown him.
I'll do
me,
it. Don't tempt me.
May I try and bat him to the ground, though?
Do you get any sort of oh yeah, it's forceful. So yes, and you do succeed at sort of, you got further along into this force field, this field of force, if you will, this time than you did last time. So it's like you succeeded. You succeeded at what you set out to do, but it just wasn't effective in dealing damage.
So you just got launched into the ground.
You're piercing his AT field.
Well, I did actually just weaken his armor by 1 point.
Mm-hmm.
15, jeez.
No, the 15 was a test roll. That doesn't count.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tragically.
Could you remind me where you're getting +2? Like if
Of
you wouldn't
course.
mind copying and pasting that in the Discord or something. Because that seems like a lot. Like +1 seems
Dirty
fine.
cheater.
I just want to make sure that it's, Basically, what I'm saying is the fighter is a lot more powerful than than I remember it being.
Well, he fights. Can't do much else.
Well, it doesn't help that I forged a Zweihander.
You're welcome.
I like that you wrote gets +2.
That's a great fucking A+. I can't argue with it. It's flawless.
Well, I mean, if it's written like that, how can I?
Flawless defense.
Seems legit.
Or should I say attack? How much? No, I guess he doesn't take any damage because he's a stupid shield boy. I was gonna say, how much does he take from hitting the ground from 12 feet up?
I think you should only be getting 1 on that. Because I'm looking at fighter real quick. And you took... oh, that's right, you took sharp, didn't you? You took sharp and huge. Remember...
Sharp and huge.
Remember to remind me of the piercing, because piercing means it ignores armor.
Does he ignore his shield of plot armor?
I don't have piercing. My
Yes.
modifiers for my sword are on my character sheet under signature weapon.
Uh-huh.
I have huge, which adds forceful and messy.
Mhm.
Hooks and spikes, which adds 1 damage and 1 weight. And serrated, which adds 1 damage.
Why do you have 3 of those? Did you take a
What?
move that gives you an extra descriptor?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know why. It just, like, what was the third one again? I'm sorry, hooks and spikes and what? Serrated?
Serrated edge.
Okay. I thought you took sharp. That was my mistake. Okay.
No.
Okay. I literally just, like, that can't be right. And then I look at it and I'm like, no, yeah, fighters are really that powerful.
He min-maxed it.
And the
Friar,
extra D4 comes from Merciless, right under it.
Friar, are you calling your players liars?
No, I'm saying I don't remember shit.
I mean, fair. Senility, you know, it happens.
Let's get back to business so we can defeat the Huns.
The point being that with the +2 damage, on top of that, so it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you were able to do 1 point of damage. So you actually have kind of opened up, like, say, a second gash on the other shoulder.
His scars match now.
Grab both scars by the hands and pull.
Ow! That's like stripping his arms of skin.
Mortal Kombat this punk.
Fatality.
All right,
Dylan,
next-
you remember in No More Heroes, Travis' touchdown suplex where he throws the sword into the air?
I remember everything about No More Heroes. I'm insulted you asked if I did.
Well, I
Fuck
plan
you.
to do that next.
Fuck you.
That said, explain all of it.
Who's next?
Exactly.
It's gonna hurt.
Throw the cat.
I'm gonna find a gif of it.
So, Timthral and whoever is
Ashbell.
left way down there. Yeah.
I know Tim's still BRB'd, I think.
Oh, is
Oh, no, sorry, I'm back.
Okay. So, yeah. So between Tim and Jeff, which one of you guys wants to act next?
I'll go next. I'll grab my close two-handed staff and give him a whack.
All right. And he's down about ground level now, so there's no need for any acrobatics.
So just damage die.
You need to make a strength roll first to see if you hit him. Ooh, very nice.
Jesus.
Now you can roll the damage.
77.
Oh,
God,
Damn!
you lately boop him.
I like the idea
Annoying.
that you run up and just like kick him a little.
The screaming approach and like a light, like dueling slap.
Boop.
run up and
What's great is it's a perfect hit. You know, it's 10 plus on the strength hit, so it's dead on its target, absolutely. And your weapon bounces off, and like you look around and you're like, it's his force field, guys. That's too strong.
yeah.
Okay. Since I know
There's nothing
I
wrong with
should-
my two-handed staff. Sorry.
Okay. I don't really trust myself with using just pure fire anymore. I'm gonna try Burning Brand, which is summoning a flame of weapon of flame. And let me do the roll first.
Bust his ass. Nice.
Okay.
If you roll a 1 for damage, you're fired.
If you roll 1 for damage, I stab you.
I am fired because it's a fire weapon. Okay, I can't scroll down on my move list like.
Okay. I'll pull it up here.
Okay, I'm gonna summon what's a really sharp sword? I need a sharp sword.
Rapier.
Chainsaws.
Pointy.
Final Fantasy 7.
So you can choose remove dangerous +1 damage, and then choose between hand or thrown.
Okay, I'm going to. For the first time in forever, I should not have done that. For the first time, I'm not going to do remove dangerous. I'm going to do +1 damage, and I'm going to summon a.
You actually get 2 of those because you rolled 10 plus on that.
Oh, so I get both damage and remove damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and hand, and I'm
Did you say
gonna.
remove damn it?
Oh yes, definitely.
Actually, you can only choose 2 out of those 4. So if you pick hand or thrown, that means you can't choose remove dangerous. So if you want
Okay.
+1 damage and remove dangerous, it means it's going to be like a touch attack.
Okay, I'm gonna do hand and +1 damage, and then I'm gonna summon a berserk sword.
Buster Blade.
Yeah, that.
An asshole sword.
I'm gonna take that, and then I'm gonna bring it down on his head.
I'm gonna throw all 4 discs of Final Fantasy 7 at him.
Dear God, was there 4 discs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I do this, Friar?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Okay.
that's
How
within
bad
your
I
power.
played that game.
Should I do a damage roll?
Make an int roll to attack. Because remember, it's con to summon it, and then int to attack on that. I was just looking up the...
Shit.
Holy crap!
Very good, very good. And now roll for damage.
Moment of
Watch it
truth.
be 1. Watch it be 1.
Acceptable.
Well, it's a +1, so it's guaranteed to be at least a 2.
So
6 ain't bad.
It's on par with me.
Normally, I'd leave this to you to describe, except, in this instance, you bring down this giant sword of fire, and it comes crashing over him. And he is unharmed. And he looks at
dang
you
it!
and laughs. That same...
Stop laughing at my fire, okay? Is he immune to fire? Just tell it to me straight.
Give it to me straight, Doc. How long do I gotta live?
Based on the rolls, you're beginning to suspect this.
Should never use fire against a fire master. Not even Berserk can save me.
Or at least direct fire. There are many
Okay.
things fire can do that might cause damage.
Cast gun.
What I love is I still have 2 more uses on this giant Berserk sword.
We're not
Yeah.
Avatar.
And because you did not remove the dangerous tag, that's correct?
Yeah.
The nearest tree has been set on fire by the swing of this giant sword.
Whoops. Sorry about that. Just trying to set a fire master on fire, no biggie.
I'll piss it out later.
Anyone will be on bucket duty while I try not to burn anything else?
I'll be on bucket duty.
And while you are kind of looking around, why didn't that hurt him? He sort of kind of after you've hit him with this, and the flames are still kind of trailing off of him, they coalesce. These like extra flames from your sword coalesce into his hands, and he uses them to burn the chain off.
I'm
To
sorry.
melt-
Motherfuck!
Okay, I'm useless during this attack. You guys can deal with it. I'm just gonna sit back with my giant Buster Sword of Flame.
Alright, so has everybody gone once around then?
So it's a new round.
I'll step up first then. I want to grab him by the shoulder wounds and pull. I know I'm not strong enough to tear a man in half. I'm not an idiot, but I know that's if this works, it's at least debilitating.
Give me a strength roll.
Yikes.
So you're able to grab on and, put your thumbs in there, but unfortunately, like as he screams, he explodes into this short, sharp burst of fire.
Fuck my skin!
Just when
You're
You're
breaking up.
losing you, Captain.
Die, you're dead. Will.
Well, Will's sorting that out. You need to make a defy danger roll, and in this case, it can either be dexterity to jump away, or Constitution if you just want to try to take it and hope it only singes your hairs.
My options are Dex and Constitution.
Yep.
Well, I think I'm gonna take Constitution on this one.
Tess.
You're
Okay.
back, but a little crackly.
I will say that with Dex, you would lose your grip on him. Constitution, you'll keep his grip, but yeah, you might get set on
Alright.
fire a little bit.
So, I'm gonna use this to. I want to ask if this maybe could be like. I'm not gonna say the entire thing, but could this open maybe the door for my bond with the really soft cat that almost died?
Bondage.
My bond is I want to teach Eibhlin to go the distance. If I make this roll and don't fucking eat death, is that impressive enough to start that on that little road?
That is up to Grassland.
Yeah, sure, let's go for it.
Hell yeah!
That said,
Fuck!
if he completely fucks us up,
That said,
Bill's mine because my character does not believe he can fight and survive in combat.
Okay, I'm gonna start playing some music here, so if this gets loud, let me know and I'll turn it down.
I love how perfectly timed that said was. That said, he fails to roll.
That is a little bit loud.
I just get crushed. There's a master music switch on all of our panels, actually, so you can adjust to your own liking.
It's too quiet and mine's set to max.
I'm deaf.
Yeah, Tim, you might want to turn your master volume down a little. I mean, normally, like, that's not the best option because people use voice for this, but since we're using Discord, it shouldn't be a problem.
I thought they got rid of the SoundCloud LP.
They have their own, like, they work with a group called Tabletop Music and now with Ken McLeod to bring some music options.
Yeah, this isn't SoundCloud. This is something completely
And
different.
that was so much shorter than I thought it was. They don't give times. I hate that.
It's all over by the time we actually get to it, what it's for.
So I just ate a big old ball of flaming dick.
I'm sorry about this. I may have caused part of this.
No. What do we need here?
He wants like dun dun because you're about to die.
The Mortal Kombat finisher music. Just that eerie single string in the background with a low bass.
Wait.
Wait, if you die, can I capture your
we go.
soul?
Oh my gosh, a Dylan soul.
I'm not dead yet,
And yes.
but yes, totally.
Depends if the Dread King wants him or not.
Or can we have Dylan accompanying us as just a ghost? He's just following us around. A ghost pirate that we can't get rid of.
Damn it.
Then we can do Dark Souls stuff and have him summoned for each boss fight.
Shut up. Give it to me straight, Doc. Am I dead?
This music is off.
Sorry, I'm having some trouble with typing the dice code in correctly. This is not a normal roll. I thought I had the stupid thing down. And that music is way too freaking short.
Is there a loop option?
There is, actually. Remind me to turn this off at some point, or I'll forget it and it'll run forever.
Here comes the fucking die roll of the century, god. Busting out like 6 d20s and like a graph, a flowchart.
It's easy once I remember how to do it. I just have to go look it up because I thought I wrote it down right, but apparently I wrote the thing down wrong.
Do you think this could resolve our bond of Dylan and I were of one mind and our past friction burned away?
Fuck you, man. I'm gonna die and you're like, does this count?
You take 6 points of damage. And basically what I did there, the reason it took so damn long, is I took a mechanic from a Dungeon World sort of third-party product, where some things will roll multiple damage dice, but take the highest.
Ah.
This includes potential future magic items, or, potential future compendium classes, and things like that. So, this is a way to show that it's even more powerful. Because the dice can only go so far. You know what I mean? It only goes up to like a d12 in the system. But this lets them roll twice, keep the better result.
Keep fate, spooky.
So he does 6 damage, and this is just bursting into a column of fire.
I used that skin, you bastard.
Which rises up and heads into the wall. You can see it kind of mostly disperses, but he's still on the wall. Like it stays with him. Now he's
You
on
think-
top of this wall, this castle wall, which looks thin here, but is about the same thickness as the rest of the castle walls. And you guys have one last chance to attack him before he is over the wall and gone.
Do you think this gives Dylan the scarred thing on charisma?
Ooh, yeah, that's actually a thing.
What?
There's apparently like affliction things on the sheets.
Oh yeah, debility. Yeah.
Yeah. Charisma's is scarred.
Yeah, no, you're not scarred, but if you don't get this looked at, you got pretty powerful burns on your forearms. Unless you get that looked at, you could end up scarred.
Alright. We'll see what happens. For now, I'm gonna lie on the ground screaming in pain.
Honestly, I really can't think of anything to do against the guy.
I could throw my giant buster sword at him, but I don't think it would help.
If I threw a ghost at him, the ghost would probably get absorbed into him being a fire ghost, and that seems bad.
It's on you, Sana. Fuck shit up.
I will say that, from your earlier roll, like as far as you can tell, this guy is human.
Can I
Okay.
attempt to ID him again?
No, not really. It's like the only other way would be to test it in some other manner. Like, you could try to catch him if he's a soul.
He's definitely not a soul.
Yeah, or and try to use a ghost against him and see what happens.
Like I said, if I threw a ghost at him, the ghost might get absorbed into him, like what happened with the other guy.
True, but also if it doesn't, you'll know. You'll get information either way. I'll say.
I'm just kind of have to throw a bell at his head and see what happens. Fuck it, let's do it. I'm going to try throwing the ghost Pokeball at him.
Do it. Capture us a Pokemon.
His beard is pokey enough to be a Pokemon.
Let's see, 2...
Can you make the ghost form just be his twin?
Who knows? I have to roll a d6 though.
The soul of Hank Williams Sr. was summoned up from hell. It's called Hank Williams Jr.
Well, I failed.
Oh,
Shit.
For a second there, in my mind, I was thinking Harry Connick Jr.
Also good.
Also from hell. I'm sorry,
Everybody's from hell.
it's just a d6?
Let's see, let me check again. Maybe it's a wisdom roll, let me check.
So you're not a fan of Hank Williams Jr.
Alright, wisdom roll, whoops.
No, I'm saying I thought I was talking about Harry Connick Jr., who I hate. Hank Williams Jr. is not that bad.
Compared to Harry Connick.
Are you using Ancient Power?
I'm tempted to throw a bell at his head and see what happens with the
Oh,
ghost.
just to
Remote
catch him?
ancient powers.
Yeah.
Okay, so just to catch him. Yeah, it's like that's a successful roll. You know that the magic is going well. Like it feels good, but it just smacks him in the head and
does he laugh
bounces
again,
off.
or am I the only one who gets laughed at?
He kind of turns around, like looking around as if to say, "The hell was that?"
Somebody throw apples at him.
Throw an apple at him.
Okay,
I sob gently in Italian.
give me a dex roll to see if you can land this one smack dab in the back of his head.
Yes! Go, kitty, go!
Yeah.
The apple strikes about 6 inches away from his head. It seems to move as if it hits something, splits open, and then explodes.
So don't touch.
Gout of fire.
Explode.
We're fighting Frieza.
And, this gout of flame goes off again. He turns around, says, "Do you not understand? I am the master of fire."
I like ghosts.
And then he is
Some-
gone.
I haven't had it yet.
What?
I was waiting my turn. I was
Your
gonna
mic died.
stab him.
Your mic is dead.
Backstab, he says.
I think he said he's waiting his turn to backstab. Unfortunately, like I said, you only had a moment before he was gone.
No. I'll be him. No.
Exactly.
Gonna like.
I was waiting for Grass to finish talking.
Well, he was gonna move at the end of Grass's turn, no matter what.
Yeah, that ship has sailed. Also, I'm dying, and by
You're not
dying, I mean,
dying.
and by dying, I'm just being maudlin.
Pirate.
1 second.
A pirate as looks may as well be dead.
Just like someone's gonna have to buy me a
Mic
bus
check.
ticket out there so I can fix
There.
Will's mic. I hear you this time.
Does Dylan still have the tattoo I gave him on his back?
You tattooed me?
No, it was Will. I gave Will a tattoo on his back.
Yeah.
What was it of? I forget.
I don't know.
It was something you didn't like.
A dick.
I think it was like, frick, what was it? Eagle? No. I can't remember.
So he is gone. He has gotten past the wall and out to the northeast. Or no, wait. To the northwest. I keep forgetting that map of Trustic is turned. It's not true north. Anyway, off to the northwest, and you're standing in the middle of this forest, which is a couple of trees are on fire. There's you can hear someone ringing on a bell. There's people running out of the buildings. Look like they're clad in pajamas and whatnot, coming out to put the fire out and save the apples and hopefully get to the apples before the flames can cause them to explode.
I have a feeling, just a small feeling, that we're going to get arrested again.
Well, team, we've created a monster.
Okay.
There's certainly enough commotion right now that no one would notice if you slipped out.
Okay, let's slip out.
Yeah, nobody's gonna notice a screaming man with burned arms.
He'll be fine, okay? I'll give you some tattoos if it's burned.
I give Lenzone some emerald oil.
But didn't he have his own?
I'm saving it. I might need it later.
Just spray it on like Bactine.
I'll quickly make a bandage out of your own clothing.
Do it. Take my shirt.
Yeah, unfortunately, that won't help with his HP this low. He sustained some pretty bad burns.
Maybe you should take him to a doctor, man.
The emerald oil won't help? Holy shit, what is this?
The emerald oil will. Emerald oil, especially since it's so potent, you can apply a use of emerald oil. So go ahead and mark off a use of one of your, because each bottle has 3 uses. And you apply, shake out just like a third of that onto his arms, and that is enough you can start to see them like bubble away flesh like hydrogen peroxide, and if the bubbles are gone, it looks like it's mended your flesh back to normal.
10 HP?
Huzzah!
Did you
Yes.
get the 10 HP back?
And you get 10 HP. It wasn't fully a debility yet, so you can take the 10 HP.
Cha-ching.
He's living again.
I'm sassy as ever.
And so if you guys want, you can scurry out of this area.
Oh yeah, we're bouncing the fuck out of here.
We're gonna get
Oh
sucked into
fuck! The police are gonna be so angry.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. We were supposed to stay out of this area.
Oh well.
It was all the pirate's fault. We followed him.
I almost died helping you motherfuckers, and you want to talk shit?
Our
Fuck
brave
you.
leader.
Thank you.
We still followed him, but he was brave.
It was the fire guy.
It was Yosh. Except we don't know that because we weren't there.
I was following the orders of, Ziggy Stardust.
Do we still have that guy that tried to have sex with our elf?
Well, if you're trying to get out of the academy, you know that you left him bandaged up behind the main academy building.
He's a witness. Get him.
Death to witness.
So sort of as your way past the gatehouse there, you can hear from down the street the stamping of feet. It sounds like the guard is on their way. You can also hear Lady Ward, who you met last time, the sort of angry police chief woman, yelling orders and instructions about them to, get any buckets you can along the way. Bring that so-and-so, go yell at the fire marshal. And you guys have enough time to get out of there.
Yeah, sprint, boys.
Okay, I wanna leave and then start like running back as if like we just got there. Like, do you need any help?
Do you just enjoy taunting the forces of the law enforcement, hoping they'll drag you away in claspers one day?
Well, I could be helped with fires.
So he's playing your character in Mass Effect.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll run away, I guess.
Just in case,
Your mic died.
Where's
Uh,
that?
it was just a tone. It was.
Dylan, you haven't helped him install his mic?
It's literally just a microphone. You plug in with a USB. One sec. Give me one sec.
Have you looked for online drivers for it? Or different?
I don't think a Rock Band microphone has online drivers.
Oh,
Well, I mean
even
his
that.
other one that he's talking about. They said he bought.
The one he got that didn't work. Was it like straight up? It doesn't recognize there's anything plugged in, or
There's no point
I don't even know.
in guessing at the moment.
I have another mic down here. He's coming to claim. Give it a minute.
oh, look at that fire! Did it get that big? Okay.
Holy shit.
It's like, whoops! Accidentally burned down the academy.
So that gives you an idea of what direction they ran off in.
Okay, we're gonna go to the headless horse and act like nothing happened.
I mean, it's certainly an option. So is what you said the first time of heading off, waiting for the guard to appear, and then walking up as if you just got there. And the other choice is to follow the fire.
We might want to follow the fire.
The Hunter's Gate is just right about there.
We could also try vaulting things again, like that wall. It hasn't worked very well in the past, vaulting things for us, but we could try. Like the roof, we all ended up on the ground. The other roof, we all ended up on the ground.
I mean, I can blame coming to this whole fucking island for my burns and mental trauma.
You don't have any burns. I don't know what you're talking about.
You
It's
burned
totally
my
fine.
soul.
Nothing happened. We just were heading here from the Horsemen, just having a friendly party walk.
I want to go back to singing shanties with the fucking circus. I don't like adventures.
I
mic check.
can hear you.
How clear is it?
It's good.
It's clear, though, a little quiet. Everybody might want to turn their volume on William up.
I also had it far away.
100% will.
Yep, so good so far. Good and clear.
It's not obliterating my ears, so A+.
So now you have the choice. Actually, now's a good point to take a break. We're about halfway through here. For everybody to get a drink, head to the bathroom, whatever you need to do.
Throw myself down the staircase.
And I will be back in a few minutes.
See you when you get back. It says my money's gonna be in 3 hours, D.
I'm sure the entire tabletop party gives a shit.
I was just letting you know.
Never let me know anything, ever. Just let me reach into the wounds and get burned.
Speaking of wounds, I have this nasty rash on my foot.
Really shouldn't be sharing that.
Do you think I'm gonna be able to hide this Buster Sword that has 2 uses on it?
Hide it in my ass.
Burn away our past friction. You see, we had friction there before, and we need to burn it there. Burn it away. We had the friction when we formed the bond.
Guys,
Yeah.
when I'm not holding down the talk button, it plays like my breathing back to me.
Oh, that's fun. Go to your playback devices.
On where?
On volume.
I'm gonna warn you right now, William doesn't know much about computers.
I'm trying to remember how I did this when this happened to me before.
Okay, now what?
Click on the recording tab.
Okay.
Do you see the microphone in there? The one you're using?
Yes.
Right click it and click properties.
Okay.
Do you see listen to this device checked?
Yeah.
Uncheck it.
Thank you.
No problem. Did it fix it? Or did I break it?
You fixed it.
Yay. This has happened to me before and it's driven me insane. It's just like you're hearing yourself talk like half a second later and it's
Could be worse. I could be listening to myself talk and be Dylan.
Hashtag rude.
Do you think you're still streaming us?
Probably.
Oh man.
Yeah, yes, he is. If you look at it, his title card on the friends list on our server, it says he's streaming.
Oh man. You know what that means? All 0 people who are watching just heard my IT.
Nice.
I hope no one says anything incriminating.
Oh man, if you click on his name, just like there's a link directly to his stream.
Oh shit. Holy shit.
Yellow.
You can totally do that. I won't, because I'm a good man.
I just clicked it.
Yellow.
Hello, Friar.
We're breaking the law.
Hello?
Yes.
I'm dead.
Are we still waiting for anybody, or is everybody back?
I don't know.
Let's go
I'm
around.
back.
Tim,
I'm not here.
Yes.
we're all here, but Will isn't.
Alrighty. So, you guys have escaped outside of the Pure Water Academy. Just as all this is going down, you can hear the guard approaching. Which direction would you like to go? Specifically, I think there were 3 plans put forward. You can try to double back and act as if you just arrived to the guard to get information. You could try to head back to your hideaway at the Headless Horse and regroup, or you can still see the sort of smoke and orange glow of the fire cyclone to the on the maps northwest.
I have a suggestion for a mixture of plan. We leave 1 or 2 people behind. Just say it's our fault and we're sorry, but we're chasing him down. And then we chase him down.
Who wants to be left behind?
Not me. I'll be jailed because it's fire, and they don't like me with fire.
Oh my god, I'm running to the cops again, aren't I?
You're good. You got a high charisma. Cha-cha.
Charisma.
I want to go after the guy.
Okay, we'll leave our talking cat and the rowdy pirate.
Well, Eibhlin, you ready to go to jail?
I like jail.
I mean, in theory, you don't have to leave anyone, but if you want to, you want to be the
I feel
good
like we won't
public
back up.
citizens, good civil servants. No, that's not right.
I really want to drop kick that motherfucker in the neck, but if somebody has to stay behind and do the talking, I guess it should be me.
You have the highest strength and the highest charisma, I'm pretty sure. Charisma.
I'm like Rex, but I can talk.
I will say that the bursar of the academy, whose name I didn't write down, so I don't remember, saw the fight and can attest that you guys did not start it. So, if you want, you could all go, and you have a reasonable expectation that at least one person will tell the guard it wasn't you.
I also want to point them in direction like we're chasing down the criminal this way. Follow us. Could we like hire? Could I enslave an NPC here to do that for us?
You could probably give a couple of coins to passing urchin to do it.
Huh.
Those handy urchins.
Could we have the?
If you walked maybe a couple of blocks, 2 or 3 blocks, let's say halfway to the gate, you would probably find a guard on duty.
Okay, let's do that. We'll tell them as we go.
It's less jail time.
And from here toward this outer gate that you guys are at, you can see a pillar of fire kind of lighting up the night in that direction.
Okay.
This direction?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Did you say light up the night?
Ah, damn it.
Everything's a song lyric.
Everything.
Even that is everything. It's awesome.
I'd like to remind you that I have a mute button. I'm not afraid to use it.
Oh man.
So yeah, you're gonna tell a guard what has happened, and
Follow
I was
us,
going to
please.
say slip him a few coins to go tell the other guard, but that could be seen as bribery.
Here,
Here, I'll
bribing-
pay him for you guys. Take these mice.
bribe him to tell the truth.
Just give him a high five.
That's a bribe, right? He needs a good high five at this time of night.
I need a good drink.
Bribe a cop, tell the truth. That sounds about right. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Social commentary.
It's funny because I'm in hell.
Why is there a ring of fire?
Burning ring of fire.
That
I'm
represents
sorry. I'm
the
sorry.
fire cyclone that that is being
Oh my god.
written.
Everything's the lyric.
All right, so we high five a guard into telling the truth, and we all go to kick his dick in, right?
Yes.
Gonna kick the guard's dick in?
Yes, exactly.
Hold him down.
Give him a high five and then the unexpected kick.
I'll backstab him. That way I get an extra D6.
What if you fail it?
Stab him with your foot that you're kicking him in the dick with.
Gosh dang.
That poor guard.
And I still have this Buster Sword of Flame.
The atrocities of war.
So let's go kick that guy's dick in.
Because that went well for us last time.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I actually did some damage.
We could also try not kicking his dick in and just follow him, to see where he's going.
Yes, because if there's anything that's a good idea, it's letting him get more power at his home base, where he's probably got a bunch of founts of magic flame and Satan jacking off to back him up.
I will say that he is moving at a faster clip than any of you can.
Are we better off not following up our lead from the old man and heading to the west of town to look for where Herb Derp was hiding?
No, it's the same direction.
And it's the same guy.
Yeah, it's the same guy, same
Yeah.
direction. Headed out that way.
Can I try and see if there's a horse nearby?
We take a shortcut. Can I be your horse? I'm a fox.
Fuck.
No, and also that would be a hanging crime to steal a horse.
Dang. Can we buy
Look, I'm more in a city that tried executing, demons earlier, so I think I'm good. And I'm not gonna steal it. I'll buy it.
Well, then you gotta figure, you gotta wake somebody up, and they gotta
Do
go
you
through
think
the
the
forms.
guards have any horse? Do you think the guards have any horses on hand near the gate?
No, they're purely like a foot traffic based
Footmen?
system.
Okay.
They're beat cops. Like you could probably wake somebody up to get a horse, but it would take time. And you're
I'll
not
just
sure
drop
if
a
you'll be
bag
able
of
to.
100 gold where the horse was.
We don't even have gold.
I don't think you have 100 gold, which would be 100,000 guilders.
So it does work that way.
Money sucks. I'm just gonna start running. Fuck these guys.
All right.
Okay. I know I can't be a fox rocket yet, but do I still? If I was just doing it backwards, do you think that would give me some propulsion?
Not really. It's like you can, if you
Okay.
try to go for that level of force, it'll knock you down. If you try to go for that level of precision, you won't have enough force. So, like, until you have more mastery over your powers, you can't get the force and precision necessary to actually jet around.
Okay, I was gonna like Naruto style with flame hands.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, I'm not trying to shoot down all other options here. I'm just saying the only other option is to somehow get a horse, and which, like I said, you could do. You could borrow a horse, you could find a horse or steal a horse, but it will take time.
So let me say so much.
Yeah, so it's
Thanks, I'll come
entirely,
back.
it's up to what you're willing to risk.
Wait, are there horses though available? Like, is there a horse nearby?
There should be a livery stable not too far from the gate.
And it's just a hangable offense?
That's right.
You think a-
Okay.
Do you think a horse?
Stick with me here, motherfuckers. Stick with me here. We take horses to bring this motherfucker down, and we throw ourselves on the mercy of the court for the greater good. We acted in defense of the city. It's like the
agree.
Avengers. It's like the Avengers.
I've seen Civil War. I don't like the Avengers.
I know where this goes, motherfucker. I don't want to get punched.
I know exactly where this goes, and I want this.
Could
I
a
don't
horse
wanna
be
get
considered?
punched.
Wait, could a horse be considered a weapon?
Um,
I would like
Part
to
of
summon
it.
a horse of pure flame. A horse of pure flame.
Nope. I also think that's a power you get if you level up, but no.
Dang.
Wait, idea. Where's our cat?
I will say
Are we
that all this discussion thus far, he has gotten a little further away.
Oh man.
yeah, we're running out of time here.
Okay.
Our cat, have you gotten any souls of like dragons or something fast?
Can I say she has a soul of like a rat?
It's the soul of money.
You did say something fast.
Yes, exactly. That's me.
I'm stealing a horse. Damn the
Hey.
harpoons.
Steal
What
me one.
about he has a soul of a rabbit?
You mean Sana?
I'm a rabbit.
An actual bunny rabbit.
She's riding herself.
The only problem with that is it wouldn't be rideable by anything.
Okay. Could we use a cat kite?
Unfortunately, the source of that huge gust of wind is headed down the road.
Dang. We really
If you
need
had
this
a-
right now.
If you had another source of wind, sure. Yeah, something like that.
Oh. Could I like? Could I create like a pressure zone because with my fire?
We're running down the meter here. Your options are horse or not horse.
So no pressure zone, no fire, causing wind.
No. You'd have to have some sort
Horse
of
or no
vessel to
horse?
pressurize it.
No horse?
Get on my back, cat. You're riding with me on my horse.
I was thinking more of the
All right,
weather
you see-
term, but yeah.
Well, I mean, I'll be the good DM and say, do you mean to say you've stolen a horse?
Me?
Uh-huh.
Yes, I am legitimately saying I am stealing a horse. I
Okay.
know what I'm doing.
You go for the nicer
I know I'm
horse, or
flying
you,
right against.
like, are you grabbing what
I'm
looks
going
like
for what looks.
the nice fast horse, or like a
I'm gonna go
plow
with what
horse?
looks like a nice fast horse. Going with
Okay.
a fast horse.
I go for old Gluefoot.
They'll never know if we turn it before we're done.
Exactly.
Of course, I'm not stealing a horse.
Okay, it'll
Besides-
take.
I still need a horse.
I don't know. I want to
The
say
cat is stealing a horse.
10-15 minutes to saddle one up.
You
And
ride
by that
bareback?
time, the glow of fire has disappeared.
Could you ride it bareback so it wouldn't be disappeared?
You can, but I'm gonna need a Constitution save
I'll take the Constitution.
versus testicular torsion. It's everybody who rides it, pretty much.
Okay, I'll ride
Oh
behind.
my balls!
Can I help that? Can I do a constitution help that by
Oh
riding
my
behind?
balls!
Yes,
Um,
exactly.
No,
Not even by like riding behind them on the horse.
that would
Hold
just
my
cause you
balls up.
damage as well, into whatever
Oh, man.
genitalia you
Hold
happen
my-
to have.
Please,
And
God, my balls.
you're more
Okay.
likely to fall off
So
at
Dylan
high speeds.
tries stealing the horse and riding off, but he falls off and the horse runs off free.
And the horse steps on my nuts.
Okay.
When did our lives become jackass?
Okay, I'm gonna ignore them and just
I-
start running after it.
I would say, like, based on that you would need, probably 2 horses at least, because you could fit the cat in between 2 people or on someone's shoulder, or
Yeah,
holding
I was-
onto
I was
someone's
threatening the
face
cat on me.
with claws. And everything.
Yeah, clinging for dear life.
So basically,
What do I roll?
I want everyone but the cat to roll Constitution. Lenzone, you already have.
Yeah, I noticed. My poor balls.
All right, Lenzone, you're going to take the crippled ability.
All right.
It can be healed. It can give a -1 to all your dexterity rolls. It can be healed with the use of a potion or a day's rest.
I-
When you
I'll
say
give him the
potion,
last
there.
of the one that uses in my potion.
And Grassland, I want you to roll a dex check to hold on for dear life.
Okay, I just want to note I did not steal any horses. I jumped on top of the horse Dylan tried to steal.
Save it for the court.
Eibhlin's not having a good day.
Eibhlin lands on me and just digs her claws into my chest, and I scream the entire time.
So we're leaving.
So that's actually no, that's not enough. That's not a 7. You unfortunately fall off about halfway there and try to scramble out after them. If one of the horses wants to stay behind, one of the horse load of people want to stay behind and pick her up, you can, or she can try to run back on her own.
She can probably run back on her own.
Okay. Or run after them on her own, I mean. So, unfortunately, it took a while to get saddled and to discuss, and you can no longer see this column of fire in the night. It must have been extinguished. And you come you come to a sort of a right turn in the road, and you can see not too far off up on a hill is a left turn. And give me perception checks to see if you can figure out which direction he might have went. Might have
Perception?
gone, I should say. Yeah.
Pers-
Wisdom. Sorry.
That's
Our
a smart
cat is sentry.
Okay, so
She's
and
actually a
Tim, go ahead and
cartographer.
give me one as well.
Sorry, Fry.
Give me a wisdom check. You're trying to basically, each wisdom check success will give you another piece of the picture that you need to figure out which direction.
Should I do it as well?
Yes.
Yeah, everybody.
4 successes.
So, Ashbell
Oh, sorry.
notices that. I'm sorry, Tim?
I suck.
Nice.
He does not have a sense of direction. He tries going back towards the wall.
Yeah, you can't quite figure out.
I think he came from this way.
It's like you're looking straight down, and you're like walking around in a circle, and you're like, yeah, this has got to be the way. And then you look up, and the town is that way. Ashbell, you notice that there has been a line of singed grass, like intermittently along the way, and you notice that it kind of continues, that it is kind of burned at this corner, the very first corner, and so you're not sure. Maybe they passed through that corner, maybe they turned there. Not 100% sure. Sana, you see that it's not been raining tonight or the past few nights, but the road up ahead is wet. And Lenzone, you notice that that there are broken limbs in a strange pattern, as if something moves straight through the trees on the other bank of this river that you're riding along. And finally, Eibhlin, you notice that that the water, that this flowing water that is flowing down from the hills toward the town, has turned green. Not algae green, but a strange luminescent green.
So he's radioactive.
Sources say he ran through the river and did something to it with his.
I love how none of the other of us have noticed that the river is glowing green.
I sniff
Yeah,
the
exactly.
water. I sniff the water.
You can definitely tell that there is some sort of magical contamination. So basically, yeah, all that put together, what picture does that paint for everyone?
I'm thinking he crossed.
Elemental
Across the river.
bullshit.
We all have 3 different answers.
Where is it wet on the road?
It is wet between the first and second turns.
What the heck? And where's my burned stuff?
At the first turn.
I think I've got it.
And the trees are broken on the opposite bank between the first and second turns.
This makes no sense at all. There was actually 3 fire masters, and they were standing behind each other.
Dylan, you said you got it. What's your
I
lead?
think I had it. Hang on, give me a minute to run over the evidence one last time. Everybody else take a shot.
Objection! Wait, this is not the court?
Okay.
I would have had a nice visual representation of this, except I just pulled this straight out of my ass.
Yeah, by all means, everybody else talk. I'm thinking.
I think he went across the river.
I'm thinking he got to the turn, used his super fucking bitchin' elemental magic to fling water to snuff his tracks across the road as he kept riding.
Actually, I now can see what I was thinking. Is he Dijin? Fuck words.
A Jin?
Yeah, Jin.
Asian? Or is he just Asian?
Basically asking, is he some kind of, yeah.
One second. I need to try to get this over here.
Dinosaur.
Danisui.
Oh, map change. A grid.
Okay, I'm going to John Madden
I don't
out of this. I'm sorry, what?
It's a bit
I
bleak
don't
here,
see a map.
guys.
Yeah, it should just be white right now.
The Void.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm going to John Madden this problem.
all those O's and X's that he's gonna draw, and arrows. Here, you go this way. I'm not good at football. I don't know how it works. I see a square. I need to zoom in on that square.
You know, it's interesting knowing you didn't watch much of NGE because I've almost made like 6 references tonight.
You talking about me?
Yeah. Oh no, wait. You said you watched it once when you were
No, I've
time
seen it.
through.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Then he's catching all my sick references I'm putting down. Nice. This is a beautiful
no,
map.
that's
I
not right.
love the person who's pointing.
I'm gonna have to ask y'all to legitimately stop that because it actually doesn't mess with my line. It keeps changing the color on me.
It's beautiful.
Alrighty. So the black represents you've seen burned grass along the path. You see there's one on this corner. You also see there's water midway between the two turns. And the Green River bends right along this area. And over on the far shore, halfway between...
Wait. I can't remember. Was the Pure Water Academy like extending over the river at all?
Yes.
So
but
him
it's
going
downriver from here.
Okay. I was thinking like maybe he had crossed the river to the path, but I'm not really thinking straight, so.
For some reason, I'm not putting the line where I'm putting my cursor.
Sizing problem? Zoomed
It
in
could be
maybe?
a grid thing, I don't know. Anywho, there's the horrible, hideous map.
Art. We made
But
art.
basically, the reason I say Green River is you notice that the river has turned green as you set there, coming from upstream. So you see this green residue start to creep into the river, this green coloration come from upstream. You see the broken trees on the far shore, the water drop here, and the burnt grass there.
I'm saying we follow the stream up. Because I'm dumb.
I agree.
I don't know about that water or the
And-
river or the
Okay.
branches, but I know that the grass is definitely proof that he's been here.
And, like if I've described this horribly, you can always feel free to have your character roll an intelligence roll. Give me an intelligence roll, and I can like give you clues or hints, what have you. Or clarify a hint.
I'd like to roll an intelligence score.
Same.
Okay.
Tell me what my cat eyes see.
No, a big whole basket of nothing.
7 is
Really?
enough. 7 is enough where you can tell that this is some strange alchemical reaction happening in the river, and that its source is coming from upstream. The stream direction, just in case you're wondering.
Son, I remember soup.
Again, it's not. I think it's snapping to the grid on me. Oh well, you get the idea that it's going down toward the town.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sana's really not sure what to make of it. Because you know that that corner, that burnt corner, could have just been incidental. That he could have stopped at that point because you don't see any burned grass up ahead. So he could have either went to the right or he could have stopped there and extinguished the fire. Both were possible. Timthral, you didn't really roll well last time, but this time everybody has told you their clues, and you're looking around and you see that that these trees with the broken limbs are at the exact same height as the cyclone of fire was. You notice they're not on fire.
Guys, I've got such a clue.
A+.
Okay. He extinguished the fire, but he's still like up in a cyclone of wind, maybe. And he went across the river, and because of the cyclone of wind, it splashed water onto the road. Radio silence.
I'm pondering.
Hello?
So this is a terrible idea, but what happens if I stick my paw into the water?
Just putting your paw in doesn't seem to do anything.
So it's just dyed green?
Do you think?
You can tell that the like Timthral, would, like, if you asked him about alchemical matters, he would say, then it must not react to skin, it may react some other way.
Can I catch it on fire?
No, then it just burns off into steam.
Okay.
Put a sword in it?
Oh yeah.
Put a donk on it.
Put your. Let's sacrifice your awesome new sword I made for you.
Because
Be like pull a knife out of the. Go
Tim,
ahead.
because your character got the 10 plus on there, I'll say that you'll tell these poor non-alchemists that maybe it reacts badly if you were to drink it.
Guys, I think we should drink it.
Oh God, are we gonna drink it?
It's a dare test.
I'm going upstream.
I'll drink it.
You guys are nuts.
So you drink it.
Question.
Go ahead.
I used up one of my bottles of emerald oil. Do I still have its container?
Did you used all 3 uses?
I had 2 bottles and I used up 3 uses, so I figured I have
Okay.
I emptied out one.
Yeah, you still have the empty bottle.
May I gather some of this mysterious green liquid into it?
Mysterious green. It's water, but it's green. It's not that. It's not a different liquid. It's just green water.
You can.
Can I use my potion skills to, just do a lick test?
Absolutely. Go ahead and
It
give
makes
me
it
one
if you
more
die.
intelligence check on that.
Ooh. Well, I'm not dead, but I'm not doing good either.
It's not bad. It sends a horrible chill, and I mean like goose flesh, chill, setting your hairs on end from the tip of your tongue down to your toes, and it feels toxic as well as transmogrifying. Like transmogrifying potions you've encountered in the past had a similar taste.
As in transformation.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. The moment the green water enters the flask, the remnants of the emerald oil, like little bits of oil left, on the glass, the film. You can see the outer film of this turns black, and the vial explodes in your hands.
Dang.
It's not a forceful, powerful explosion enough to hurt you, but it's enough to pop that glass.
You
Aww.
fucked up.
It's
Should've-
baking powder.
Should have cleaned it out first. So, it does not like healing potions. Or demons. This is probably really poisonous to demons. Like, if a demon touched it, they'd burn up.
Do you think that guy's a demon?
Or he could have a grudge against demons. And he could be a Nathan Drake fan. Is that right? Dominus. No, I forget his name. Drake. It's Drake.
Nathan Drake, Hotline Bling.
Dolomon Drake.
Multiple Drakes in the universe. I feel like we're really burning the clock these days.
I've said what I'm doing.
So you're headed off toward the mouth of the river. Okay.
Yes.
Who was on your horse? Or I'll assume everyone dismounted to look around. But, you tell everybody that you're about to ride off. Who wants to go with it?
I can fit a player and a cat.
I guess I'm the cat.
All right.
Oh, I want to be the cat.
I'll take the cat with me.
Fuck you.
So that means everybody is riding along, since it was
Yeah.
it was the brothers Karamazov there who I think I mispronounced that actually. Who stole the horses. So
Does Tim have any bottles that he just has for his alchemy uses to grab some of the water that doesn't explode?
It's gonna explode.
yeah,
But
no,
that was-
he has a small vial he can use.
Ooh. I'll use my small vial then.
I think it exploded earlier because of the emerald oil.
Wait, isn't emerald oil made out of like demon blood or something?
Yep.
Even light
Do you
essence.
think it reacts to other like organic matter?
Are you saying we want to put one of our souls in there?
No.
What exactly do you mean, Grayson?
Like, I don't know, human flesh?
Well, like I said, when you touched it, it didn't quite do anything, but it does seem to be something that needs to be ingested. At least for humans and
Does it
cats.
seem... That just seems kind of weird that it explodes with basically demon essence.
And
It's
are you
holy
hopping
water.
on the horse? I think everybody's hopped on a horse by now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys go up into the left and following the road. Eventually the road begins to curve away from the flow of the river. And you'll have to rough it from there, going much slower on your horses. And eventually you come to
Okay.
a place where the river eventually disappears, into the ground, into the mountain, this sort of natural spring. And not too far up on a hill next to this natural spring is a cave mouth.
We going caving, boys?
Caves are always a good sign.
Last time
I hitched my horse.
Last time I was in a cave-like structure, a poop monster appeared. And
I would like to try and stealth.
Okay, can we leave the horses?
I gotta redo
and-
the tokens real quick. Go ahead.
Can we leave the horses and a note saying we're sorry we stole the horses, but here's a giant me.
All right.
Holy shit!
V5 faux fun, we're got giant cat.
Holy shit!
Giant cat.
I'm just now on top of the cat.
Quit smothering my cat. Holy shit! It's me.
You're smothering us.
Bow to your
He's
god,
getting,
pirate.
Why is Steve the Pirate so enormous?
I'm the only one that starts off small.
And where am I? Oh, there I am. And we've lost all the names again.
A note that says
Huh.
that we're sorry we stole the horses, but we went in here.
I want to double check and make sure your HP is correct. It should be.
Mine isn't because I didn't set it yet for the 16 out of 17.
That's really annoying. I don't know why it's not. Lenzone, you're gonna have to reset all your everybody's. Okay, that's annoying. I especially don't understand because that's supposed to be.
I don't have control over my icon.
I especially don't understand because it's supposed to be tied to your bio and thus to your character sheet.
Hello?
Huh? Yeah, I'm just having to try to fix this. It's very strange.
Hi.
Salutations.
Greetings.
Yo.
Sup?
Like, for some reason, Dylan's is like everything has been erased.
Check his character sheet. Is
I
character
don't
sheet dead?
exist.
Well, if your just character sheet is gone.
You know, the character sheet's fine. It's just the tokens are not keeping ownership over their characters, or not. You know, yeah, characters are not retaining ownership over their tokens.
Are we adding last names now?
No, Eibhlin's always had a last name.
Well, yes, but I mean to our characters. Sheets or tokens.
Um,
There we go. I can move again.
if you want to.
And I'm good. I doubt anyone here actually knows my character's last name.
Like
Sauna.
I think that's everybody.
On a hot spring.
Don't worry about filling in armor and whatnot. Just remember your armor for this. Okie dokie. Yeah, it's a weird thing with the tokens not wanting to keep, but I found a fun thing that you can actually tie the tokens bar to the character sheet's HP. So that's fun. Anywho, so you enter the mouth of this cave, and you can hear in the distance, rushing water.
What color's the water?
You can't see it. You can only hear the rushing water right now until you
What
get
color
deeper
does it
into the
sound
cave. And also, Tim, I'd say your character probably has the ability to see in the dark.
Yay.
And cats can't quite see in the dark, can they? But they have low light, let's say.
Cats have
What about
You
foxes?
kind of can.
Oh, they can? Okay.
cats are nocturnal, I thought, or not nocturnal per se, but like they have night vision.
What about
Little
foxes?
Splinter Cell, Sam Fisher goggles.
Cats have guns.
I'd say that both Eibhlin and Ashbell have low light vision. That even with a little light, like the light of the day, like in the main tunnel, they can see farther. But when you get deeper, maybe not. But Tim's elf can definitely like see in pitch blackness.
I can make a flame with my
Yes,
hand.
this is true.
And
And any of you can take a use off of your adventuring pack if you wanted to light a torch.
guys, I can make just mini flames that follow us.
I'll hit my torch.
I would like to roll to be stealth.
He just
Okay.
disappears.
Oh no.
Give me that dex roll.
Oh no.
Oh, wait, do you think my Buster Sword of Flame provides light?
Yes.
I got that. And doesn't whoever I gave the sword to, their sword, have light thing?
I don't think it has light. Like it may have some other powers, but I don't think it has light.
Oh yeah, it can sometimes get burnt, doesn't it? I forget. It's hard.
So you guys can see now that there's a small side passage here. I can't actually do the sonar, but side passage to the right as you come in, and the passage curves away to the left as it goes.
Well, I mean, I'm guessing the only way out is through. I throw the cat down the hall.
Tie rope to her.
Exactly.
We've done this before.
As you begin walking into the cave, you'll pass by the opening of this side passage.
Can we see anything down it?
You can
We
see
can.
that it is filled with barrels and crates,
I
That's where
check
they
the
keep.
trap.
That's where they set the lunch meats.
as well as some sort of gap in the wall.
Was it Asa who can check for traps?
Unfortunately, our thief decided to become a fighter.
Oh man.
I only kept the backstabbing.
So no more checking for traps.
And we can still use a wisdom roll to try and see stuff.
I check for traps with my face.
Oh man, we got cave music. Okay. Yeah, can we do this? Check for traps with wisdom.
That's overly whimsical cave music. Right there.
Super
This is
whimsical.
not evil cave music. That's have a good time in the cave.
That's my sex cave.
Happy Halloween, cave.
Does anyone enter the side passage, or do you keep on going?
I would like to check for traps in the side passage. Yeah, side passage with wisdom.
Okay.
I'll help him with that.
To help, it's normally a roll plus the number of bonds you have with someone.
I don't recall off bat. I
I'm
think
sorry?
it's that. I don't recall my bonds. Let me check.
Oh, okay.
How much experience do I get for fulfilling a bond?
have
One. It's always ever one.
I have a bond with Grassland,
Yeah, I have a bond too, so I
Okay.
can help you out.
so +2.
Let's add 2 to that.
So it would be 9.
Yeah.
Passing.
And so you add a +1 to his roll. See, the reason it was like strength and dex before was because it was kind of a multi-part operation and not a help. Like specifically, if you want to help and it's not like a separate, it's not part of one big action the way the other one was. I don't know if I've explained that worth a damn, but there we go. Oh, and 6 is what you rolled for traps. And with that +1, you're just able to make it to 7. You don't notice any traps, but as you step further into the room, you do notice that part of the wall near the bottom on the left is recessed, and in it is a statue of a robed figure, a faceless robed figure. And kind of around them are 4 pyramids of black material, jet or obsidian.
Shouldn't touch that.
Revan?
Grave. That'd be a grave. Those are like the whatever they're called, the not piers, but the tower of rocks that they use for those things sometimes.
Cairn.
Yeah, Karen.
Well, technically, it's pyramid. That's a little double funerary joke there.
So can I check the boxes and barrels that are not inside the cairn?
You can check the open ones. There are several that look like they're sealed, but of the open ones, you notice that most of them are empty. The only ones that aren't seem to contain some sort of root. Have them like 3 or 4 contain some sort of root, and the others contain like flower petals or seeds.
Does our alchemy master know what these are?
Yes, if you call Timthral over, he can recognize at least 2 of them as alchemical ingredients used
Yo,
in
Tim.
transmogrification potions.
Yo,
Or
Timmy, what
transformation
thing?
potions.
Yeah, man.
Come and get him.
Yeah, you can see that there are ingredients. You recognize at least 2 of the ingredients as being used in transformation potions or shape-shifting potions.
Wait a second. Do you think something's being produced here and that's water was green?
Making moonshine.
And I would like to
They're making rock gut.
look closely at this grave tower, not tower, statue thing.
Okay. What about it exactly are you looking for?
Just like looking at the. I'm assuming I only just like saw it, not really looked at it. I just want to like look over it to see if there's anything interesting about it.
Well, using the same roll, because it was kind of your roll to check the room in general. All you can really tell is it looks like it was definitely built purposefully. It's like the placement seems very purposeful. It's very symmetric. They're all all the pyramids are turned the same way at the same point in relation to the statue. And you can also detect some faint magic from this old statue.
Grassland. You want to help me out here? I smell some magic.
Let's see what cat smells.
Okay, another wisdom check. Yeah, you can definitely tell that not only are the 4 Blackstone pyramids radiating magic, the statue is radiating magic, and something under the base of the statue is radiating magic. And it seems to almost like water through a pipe. You can sort of sense this magic is being sucked away from the statue and somewhere deeper into the complex. Or into
Can
the
I
cave
tell
complex.
Can I tell what kind of magic it is?
No, unfortunately not with that roll.
So we want to look under the statue. It could also be a grave, like I said, but it could just be a thing for making. It could be like a altar for making stuff. If you know what I'm trying to say.
Drugs.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there's something being made here.
So, is the statue particularly like big or anything?
It's life size.
So taller than me.
Yeah, it's 6 feet tall, and then there's the sort of base it's on, and the base that the 4 pyramids are on.
So pushing it over probably isn't feasible.
I can't scratch at the ground.
Yeah, it seems like the feet of the statue are made into the base. Like they were all carved from the same material.
Lenzone, you want to help me push?
I'm always down to push.
I'm gonna try to push the entire thing to the side.
All right, so we both roll strength plus like how many bonds we've got or something.
Well, one person is the primary, and the other person helps, and the helper rolls plus number of bonds.
Okay, you're stronger than me, I think. I have 16 strength. You have like 20, whatever. I don't know.
I have 15 strength. You're actually stronger.
Oh, really?
Such bondage.
Okay, I'll roll strength, and then you roll. Do we count both of our bonds?
Yes.
Okay, I have 1 with you.
I have 1 with Ashbell.
So +2 plus my strength.
No. Just plus 2. It's 2d6 plus the number of bonds. It's 2d6 plus 2.
Oh, okay.
And then do I just roll strength straight?
Yeah. And basically at the most you can get from a help is a +1, which you desperately need. Alright, he succeeds, which means he gets your +1, and you just, like, you're straining pretty hard. You feel like you're about to pop a stitch at any moment. And then finally, it snaps at the ankles and goes down, lands hard, and shatters into a million pieces. And you can hear from down the cave echoing back and forth this.
Whoops.
We pissed off Santa Claus.
Do you
Or
think
something big, or something opened.
we were we're of one mind at that moment?
Shut up.
And you can sense the magic die out of the jet or obsidian pyramids.
Whoops.
You killed the whole magic.
I'll take some obsidian since it's already dead.
And as for the rest of you, it looks like you guys are, like Sana, it looks like you're heading up more down the bend here.
That I am. Stealthy like.
Do I just like add obsidian to my gear?
Did you make a... Well, I mean, if you want to take them, sure.
Yay.
Did you make a dexterity roll?
Me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that was the 9 back there? Okay.
Yes.
Just double checking. I don't remember if...
I completely understand.
Yeah, okay. Sorry. Whew. You can tell it's near the end of the session because I can't remember shit.
How much weight do the obsidian rocks have?
4.
I'd say probably 1 weight each.
Lenzone, take point.
Yeah, why not? I already almost died once.
As you head down
I'll
this
revive
passage,
you.
and hold on, everybody stay behind Sana because they scouted first. As you come around the bend, you see not only the lapping waters, moving quickly, rapidly, even, you could call them rapids, but you also see
Bitch.
Ziggy Stardust.
let me know if that zoomed in for everybody.
That is
Boss
a
fight.
heavy metal album cover.
What sort of chicken is that?
You
I'd
can
like
see
to
that-
point out, that's coming from his crotch.
that
Jesus.
this is some sort of creature with a tail and taloned hands and feet, but it is not just a skeleton, it's an animated skeleton that seems to be emitting fire with every movement, as if it's constantly sparking fire.
Okay. I have a feeling my Buster Sword of Flame will not be useful here.
I might quickly throw on my fire-resistant robes.
You
Oh,
burned
you're
my
the one
forearms,
with
you son of a
fire-resistant
bitch.
robes.
Sorry, what?
I said, you're the one with fire-resistant robes. I remember somebody had fire-resistant robes.
It wasn't me, sadly.
Can we appreciate Timthral's icon is slowly rotating?
By the way, when my sword was forged, you said there was something special about flames in it.
Mm-hmm.
You never told me what.
I'm going to say it has a 1 in 6 chance of catching someone on fire and doing extra fire damage.
Dear
So 1 in
God,
6 chance of being useless.
So say he rolls.
he said extra fire damage. It still does blunt force trauma.
So he just rolls 1d6 and if
On
he
a
rolls
1,
6.
yeah. Or a 6, whichever. Your choice. That sort of thing.
So we're just gonna open up a canister of whoop ass on this boy?
Yeah, since you crept ahead first, you can see it's pacing back and forth and looking in that general direction, but you're hiding behind a stalagmite.
Can I
It doesn't
draw
say-
aggro?
Can we sacrifice the cat?
Rude. I like cat
can
more
we
than I like you, motherfucker.
Can we unzoom from Flame Boy?
What?
Uh,
William, just click outside of it.
Yeah, just click off
Oh.
the image.
Thank you.
But yeah, can I
Fine,
step forward and kind of like grab his attention while the rest of the team strategizes?
You can.
Damn right, I'm gonna do that. Follow-up question: can I do that by fucking football tackling his ass to begin with?
That's gonna hurt.
Yeah, you're not exactly going to take him by surprise, running at him like that, but
Boo.
Yeah, he'll be definitely the first one you see.
I'm not the surprise.
Yeah.
I'm not the surprise. So, strength, con, dex, what am I hitting him with?
That's going to be strength.
Hell yeah.
And you can kind of see as you turn the corner and start running toward him that it's walking sort of like on one route it looks this way, on the other it looks down the long passage off to the bottom right.
And I eat shit.
Right. And as you're, about to slam into him, he turns, at the sound of these footfalls resonating off the walls, and with one fluid motion, like puts weight on one foot, turns with the other, bringing the right hand down on top of your neck, and then allowing you to your own momentum to carry you headfirst into the rapid waters. And give me
headfirst into the what?
Into the rapid waters.
Nice.
Bye. Are they green?
What am I rolling?
They are green. Give me a strength roll to hang on to the shore or be carried downstream.
If you get carried downstream, tell the guards we're sorry.
I'm a little moist.
Mildly moist.
Yeah, you're able to hang on, but the water is constantly battering you.
I backstab.
You didn't even let it have a big dramatic speech first.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Give me the rolls. Roll those dice.
Yes!
Roll the bones.
Okay, so since I got a 10 plus, I can pick 2 of them. I'm going to take the extra d6 of damage and then create an advantage against it.
Okay, and what does that give?
A +1 to all actions.
Just a +1 going forward?
All ally actions.
I don't think we'll heard the last part.
What was it?
No, I'm just double checking for my own whatnot.
It says +1 forward to you or your any ally action on it.
Okay, so that's you or an ally's next action. +1 only lasts until they're used up. I just want to make sure that was the case and not +1 until the next round sort of thing.
Sorry. Anyway, I'm letting it be an ally thing.
It's like how in Fate when you had that floating +1 or +2, and the next person could just choose to use it up.
Okay. Really quick, my damage.
Okay.
And that's with the +2 already in.
I seem to have broken my character sheet on my phone.
Nice.
Refreshing might fix that for you.
Hello?
You're
I'm just doing the maths.
Doing the sick math.
Oh, there it is.
Alright, you sink in and do some damage. You can tell that this thing has a charred outer skin, but you sink right into it like fine barbecue and shear off a piece.
Good.
You've done some serious damage to this thing, but it doesn't seem deterred whatsoever. It just looks at you and moves its mouth as if to scream, but it has no lungs, and instead just sort of inflaminates, puffs up like air into a fire.
Can I try and bat it to a wall?
You can try. Sorry, I'm waiting for someone to say
something.
Is it skeletal?
Okay, nobody's gonna say it? Then I'm not gonna say it. Yeah, you can bat it into a wall.
Oh. Were we supposed to say something?
What am I missing? Is there a joke?
I'll tell you later.
Damn it. Anyway, so strength check.
Don't worry, it's a joke that only I'm a part of. No, because you have the forceful tag and you hit dead on, that means you can go ahead and slam him into a wall if you want.
Throw him towards the water, bitch.
That's
I
what
throw
was
him towards
waiting
the
for.
water, bitch.
So
I'm
that's
the
what I was waiting
water
for.
bitch.
I was waiting for somebody to say, no, in the water.
I'm the water bitch.
Oh, yeah, that's smart.
Moisturize me.
Lenzone gets pushed off the edge.
I'll go down screaming if I get to drag this big motherfucker down.
He goes down Gandalf style. He's fighting the thing.
That way.
Okay. Yeah, you knock him, hit him so hard with this, and it's a light skeleton with just a bit of that the burnt flesh on, so you're able to just hit it and throw it like one of the puppets from Army of Darkness, and it just goes plop into the water, and you can see it like thrashing and like opening its mouth as if to scream again, and like as soon as its hand comes up, that hand catches fire again. As soon as it goes down, and brings up another hand, that one is smoking and then catches fire, and it starts being pushed by the rapids downstream.
Sure wish
Bye.
I had water.
And in this particular instance, Lenzone, if you want to make a strength-based attack against it, you can. Kind of an
hell
attack
yeah.
of opportunity as it goes by.
It's gonna tackle it.
+1.
Just kick it in the face.
It drags you in.
Do you want to use that +1?
I'll take a +1, yeah.
Okay, then just go ahead and give me a damage roll on that. You hit him, and because you took that +1, you stayed, you kept your grip on the shore, like on a stalagmite sticking up from the water, and are not pushed down.
Alright, so I rolled a big ol' 2 damage.
Good job.
Silly man.
Yeah, it hits against some of this this flesh that seems to have been, hardened by fire and water and tempered, and just bounces off.
Nice.
So, I'm assuming the water is going right. The water is flowing right.
Uh-huh.
So we're gonna go left.
And you can judge by, just thinking for a moment about like how the cave entrance is situated. That this is obviously part of that spring that is bubbling up and forming the mouth of the river.
Okay. So we're gonna go left. Anyone want to go across the river?
Hold on there. So, you and Timthral moved up to this area, right? Okay. As you do, you're able to see on the other two passages.
Are those shrooms?
They are, in fact, mushrooms.
Are we
Oh,
about to
man.
get high as fuck?
This reminds me of you.
Mushroom Samba.
We're gonna start a mushroom business and sell them off.
And you can see that the lower right passage, the east by southeast, there we go, passage seems to break into two as it goes down, and the other one seems to curve away from visibility, but you can see that those are indeed glowing purple fluorescent mushrooms.
One second, boss calling.
Can we see anything into the passage across the river?
I'm going to go and alchemy skill some purple mushrooms.
You can see that it bends away
Okay.
out of line of sight.
I'm gonna take some mushrooms as well.
Both of you give me Constitution rolls.
Who?
Constitution.
I'm not sure if I want to do this.
Okay. when as you both kind of pick these mushrooms, they explode out spores as a sort of propagation or defense mechanism, and the spores kind of hit Ashbell's hood, and are sort of sparkling there, and they hit right in Tim's eyes, but he's got that elven constitution. He's got, let's say, a more refined constitution, and you're blinded for the next combat round. Like your next action, you will be blinded, and then after that, it should wear off.
Now his sense of direction is even worse.
Yeah.
I will be right back. I have to go call someone for work.
Okay.
Welcome back.
So if you guys want, that's a decent spot to call it for the night. There is
Okay.
definitely a bit more. I don't think we'll be able to get through this tonight. But I'd say before you walk into another encounter.
Not a bad idea to cut it here for the night then.
What should I call these mushrooms?
Blue shrooms.
When do I get to level up? I'm still like level 0 noob.
Soon.
Rats in the basement. That's all I'm good for.
Don't worry. Soon.
Soon, PM.
Do they have a weight?
No. They're light enough that they wouldn't take up any substantial carrying weight. I would just label them as magic mushrooms until you can get them properly studied and identified by an alchemist.
Also, I took 5 rocks from the cairn earlier.
There were only 4 of those. You
thought
just
they were
need
like
5
piles
pieces of
of
the
rock.
broken statue?
The obsidian. I thought they were like stacks of rocks.
No, they weren't stacks. They were like big. There were pyramids made out of solid jet.
Oh, okay. I guess I took 4 then.
Alright, I'm going to head off to bed, so I'll see you later.
I've grabbed a dozen mushrooms. Good night.
See you next week, Grass.
Good night, guys.
Good night, guys.
Adios.
Good day. Good morning.
Anybody who has any questions, comments, what have you? I'm sticking around for the next bit. If you want to talk metagaming or have any questions, I will say that Tim, the XP that at the end of the adventure, be handing out a boatload of XP, kind of the cumulative XP.
600. Alright. Guten Nacht.
All right, have a good evening, everyone. Then. But like I said, if you have any other questions, comments, I should actually stop the stream.